righty, folks. We should be good to go here. We should be good to go. How's everyone doing? All right, we're going to be watching the – can you guys hear me all right? Did I get the audio and everything correct here? Hopefully. Get the camera set up. Let me get the latency on this chat better real quick. Let's see here. All right, I just want to see the latency is pretty bad right now, so I'll try to adjust that. They're about to tee off right now. Let's see here. I think we're going to find really quickly, guys, if Kristen's going to win by 7 or 8 today or if it's going to be close. I think the first few holes, really the first hole, because hole 2 and hole 3 are kind of dicey, but the first hole is pretty straightforward. So we'll find very, very quickly what kind of Kristen Tatar we're going to get. Is it going to be the dominant Kristen where she's going to go out and shoot 7 and 8 under and tell Missy that she's got to shoot, 12 under double digits? Or are we going to get the Kristen that, Miss is a 25-footer into the cage for birdie on the first hole? We're gonna find out very quickly what we got going on. I think we do have ultra low. I think we do have ultra low latency. Let's just test this out real quick. Put a 1 in the chat that's got to go. That should be fine. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear this. Okay, cool. Latency is not bad. All right, nice. It just took a little bit, I guess, to get ready. All right. We got everyone here. Let me see if I can pop this chat out. Pop out chat. Okay, we should be good. If Missy's putt is on, she has a fighting chance. If she's even slightly off, Kristen dominates. It's a good point, Ryan. I'll say the first like handful of holes, the first 4, you probably want to be 2 unders okay through the first 4. 3 unders great. That's OB. That's OB. Oh, what a tree. That was 100%. That was 100% a shot that was definitely going OB. To me, what that looked like is she probably just, first hole, right, second place, didn't look like she got enough on it. She was probably expecting a lot more turn out of that disc. I'm guessing that was probably her thrasher. And just got super lucky with that tree there because that was going out of bounds. Oh, how ahead am I? Do I need to pause my stream? Lucky just teed off right now, and she's going OB left. She did the same exact thing Missy did. Let's see. I might need to pause this if I'm a little bit ahead of you guys. Is it okay? They just announced Holland Hanley. She just lifted her hand, and she is doing a practice swing. She blew in her hand, lining up the disc. That's where I'm at. Spot on. Okay, if I'm a little ahead, you guys just need to refresh the stream, and then you should be good. Low, but should be all right. It's really short. It's going to make her second shot a little bit tougher because she's going to have to attend with those first 2 trees. It's nice if you can get through those first 2 trees because then it's just a wide open forehand hyzer. Yeah, you can see that just didn't have any sort of pop coming out of her hand. And just got very, very fortunate kick. I paused you until it's perfect now. Okay. Gotcha. There's a delay across YouTube and Disc Golf Pro Tour separately. Okay, so hopefully you guys can sync it up. All right, everyone's synced. Okay, sweet. Yeah, sweet. Okay, awesome. That sounds great to me. All right, I can hide this, I think, behind the score. The weather, they're talking about the weather right now. 6 miles per hour. You can't really see the trees moving at all. This course super attackable when the weather is playing the way it is right now. Not much wind. The tough holes are going to play way easier today. So I need to put, I need to put your guys' chat over here so I can read it easier. There we go. All right, we're getting this lined up now. Okay, we should be good here. Okay, that's good. If Isaac wins today, does he join the conversation for player of the year with Gannon, Simon, and Calvin? 100%. I think with the fact that there is so many events, so many big events all bunched up towards the end of the season, someone realistically, because again, I think, recency bias is a thing. So someone could easily, towards the end of the season, win Worlds, win MVP, win the Tour champion. Like if someone runs the table at the end of the year, someone wins Worlds, MVP, USDGC, Tour championship, it's gonna be so hard for someone else to take that from them, just with how recency bias goes. So, but yeah, as of right now, Calvin for sure is player of the year, for sure. Jeff agrees. Turned it way too much, gonna hit that tree. Yeah. All right. She'll get up and down for a par from there. Oh, that's a bogey. She went OB. A really good tournament though from Lucky, honestly. Really good tournament so far, being in third place. And then Holland obviously being very, very I think Holland's played really well. Let me look up. I think she played really well on both Fox runs. No, she looks like she just kind of played consistent across all 4 rounds. All right, big shot here. It's going to be a turnover backhand. This would be a much easier forehand if you had it because you could just throw something straight that just fades out to the right. There is OB again, just doesn't get enough on it. She's right now just looks like she's had, yeah, that one she didn't get lucky. Right now, it looks like Missy is 100% dealing with the nerves. And I mean, who can blame her? But the first 2 shots, it just looks like she has no pop coming out. It just looks like she's using a lot of her body and just not using, you're almost afraid to kind of really snap and commit to the shot. So first 2 shots have been super, super dicey, I guess you could say. This is not bode well for any Missy Gannon fans out there that was hoping, and not really honestly not bodes well to anyone out there that was hoping for a battle between Kristen. That's something that I'm been really, really hoping for. That needs to get right in a hurry. Saves in. Okay. I think we've all been really, really looking for someone to come up and battle Kristen at one of these major events and, just see something down the stretch to where she's having to make pressure shots. And it looks like we are going to be in a position where if Kristen plays okay today, she will win by a handful of strokes, is what my prediction is off of just the first hole. Kristen's going to have a pretty easy forehand here. It looks like she's going, does that look like yeah, it's either a mid or a putter. She's probably did she get past the first level of trees? Yeah, she did. Okay, so she's probably like 215 here. She'll probably put this on a little bit of a flex angle and just have it try to fade just inside of that tree left of the basket. Just like that. And that'll be like a 20-footer. A little short, actually a lot of short. All right, so not great. But it's going to be a safe par. She's going to give herself for a birdie. Definitely would have liked to have gotten a little bit farther up there. Yeah, she's going to be just outside the circle there. Going to have like a 35-footer for birdie. You shot pretty good yesterday. I did not, Alfred. You are looking at someone else's scorecard, my man. That is why I'm sitting here talking to you guys today. Trevor, KT only needs to play for par and she'll most likely win. The way it's looking right now, I would say yes. I don't think that would have been the case early on. Kristen not carrying her own bag is rare. No. Silver's on her bag, not rare at all. Silver's caddied for her many, many a times. That's a good shot there. As a new player, hearing you talk about disc choice and shot shape is super helpful, especially with wind and elevation change. I'll try to do my best if it allows me to, if there's stuff that I can throw my 2 cents in. KT hits this for birdie, it's over with the TKO. See, this is what's sad though, is like we don't even care about this, right? That's the thing that's sad. I mean, I guess like I'm sure there are people. I'm not playing because I missed the cut. I'm sure this is a nice little special surprise for you guys. I missed the cut purposely so I can be here with you guys today talking about disc golf. But this is the sad thing that we are right now with the dominance of Kristen. I mean, thankfully, Missy was able to do something to get close. Let's just say like Missy didn't play well this week. I mean, we're talking about 14 shots. She has 14 shots on third place. So this is where it's just like, does anyone else care to watch anyone other than Kristen and Missy today? I don't know. Maybe if like people throw like good shots, I guess that's interesting to watch. But I mean, they have 2 people that they need to be filming. It's tough. I would really hope Missy would keep it. Okay, it's not over yet. She could lose 1 stroke here. Make bogey. Kristen misses, loses 1. She's down 6. The next 2 holes are tricky holes of where it's like they're super gettable, but you're not expecting to get those 2. So who knows? She goes birdie. Kristen goes par. Now she goes from 6 to 4, and then we're still in it a little bit, right? But she can't let it get. She needs to play well. Kristen needs or Missy needs to play well to have a shot, obviously. Want her to get that third. I care about Lucky since I'm Norwegian. Want her to get third place. Okay, yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, there's timid putt. Not the normal stroke there. That was definitely timid. And all right, we're not out of the woods here. KT practiced last night, earlier in the week. She said no more practice. Yesterday's round must have really been on her mind. Yeah, that is something that is unique to disc golf. You can't do that in golf when the tournament round is over. You can't go back out on the course. You can only go to the driving range and the putting green and the short green area. That is something that is unique in disc golf, of where as soon as the last competitor has finished on hole 18, you can go back out on the course and practice. And it looks like Kristen definitely did that, took advantage of that, and maybe worked on some of the shots that were a little trickier. Who in FPO do you think will challenge KT in the next year or 2? That's a great question, man. I had my thoughts. Let me talk about this hole real quick. Okay, so super short hole. I'm gonna say I think everyone, maybe other than Holland. I could maybe see Holland go for. I can also maybe see Kristen go forehand. I did not watch FPO yesterday, so I'm not sure I'm sure they're going to do the same thing that they did yesterday. But I could see Holland go forehand, Kristen go forehand. I like the forehand flip up on this personally myself, just for hitting gaps. But I would say the majority of them are probably going to go backhand putter. All you have to do is throw a straight shot. And the height is super important because there is a rock that is 3 feet off the ground. Okay, forehand. That's why I thought that could be an option. This looks like a fast disc, though. And she plays the flex, which I don't love. Gets lucky, super lucky through the left-hand side. That's not the shot she was going for, but she got super lucky there, and she will take a birdie. Third hardest hole for FPO. Is this hole? No, there's no chance. Wait, really? Okay, Holland goes backhand, just throws it straight left into a tree. Okay, so the question was, who do I think has a chance? Who do I think has a chance to take or to challenge Kristen in the upcoming? Oh, by the way, sorry, I'm super all over the map. I didn't say. First off, make sure to wish my beautiful wife, Kelsey. You guys probably know her as Janice. That's a great shot. She matches Kristen. Okay, six shot deficit. Make sure you wish Kelsey a happy birthday. If you can tweet her, go on her Instagram. Make sure you wish Kelsey a happy birthday. Secondly, I'm doing FPO companion stream today. If you guys want to stick around, it'll be a different live stream. Good shot there. It'll be a different live stream, but Hunter, Trevor, Connor, Silas, I'm not sure who else from Foundation will be there, but they will be doing the MPO live stream after this one. Geez, that got super lucky after this one. So if you want to stick around, it'll be a different one. So you'll have to close out of this window and start a new one once I'm done here. But we're going to be doing live coverage for you guys all day. So we appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with us as well. Okay, where are we at? I wanted to go in this. And then I will answer your question about, what do I think is, oh my gosh, Holland. What do I think is the competitors for Kristen in the future here? That was certainly going OB if it did not hit the basket. OB is about 25 feet behind the basket, so that was certainly going to go right into that guy that was clapping with the hat on. It was probably going to hit him right in the foot and probably bounce back in bounds. I'm not playing James because I missed the cut, brother. For having so many different FPO winners this year and young talent popping off, crazy that KT is this dominant also. Yeah, I think her skill level is just far superior to anyone right now. Good morning, sir. Come on, man. Everyone say good morning to Ezra. I don't know if they can see you in the background. Yep, they can. They can see you making your beans. Oh. All right. Do we see any nerves here? This is 19 feet. Straddle. Left side, but it catches. All right. A little dicey, but left side, a little catches. All right. Breakfast beans for Ezra. How do you propose the fit? Oh, wait, I got to answer before I answer any more questions. I got to answer the questions of who I think can compete. Who I think can compete with Kristen in the next year or two. All right. So I'm just going to go down the leaderboard right here. Now, obviously, Paige, I think, is, the one person that's not at this tournament that if she can heal up. I know the surgery that she went through, whenever you get like stuff thrown in to, hardware, if you will, thrown into your body, that's going to be a lot harder to come back from. So the rehab is going to be tough for her. So we'll see. I mean, the one of the things that made her the player that she is, her distance off the tee. She was very aggressive. She throws very aggressively. And we'll just have to kind of see with that. But Paige is the obvious answer. If she can work on her forehand, if she can get more consistent, Paige is obviously the obvious answer of the players that aren't currently, big putt here from Evelina, currently not here. Yeah. Okay. Perfect timing. Evelina, if she can somehow, again, we say at a certain point, you have to realize that it might just, there might just have to be a complete reset. But if Evelina, again, can figure out how to putt inside the circle, early, great kick. Oh my gosh. If it's your day, it's your day, folks. That's two. So first hole, we saw a decent drive, short on the upshot, missed putt. Second hole, too much, turned it over too much, got lucky left side. Third hole, throws it way left. That's a great shot. Needs to miss these trees now. That's the one tree you got to miss at the end. That was a great shot, though. So some not stellar play off the top from Kristen, but Missy's not really doing too much to make her have to try. But Kristen's gotten lucky twice now. These are gonna be 2 birdies on hole 2 and 3 that are mostly luck versus actually throwing good shots. But that is what 2 and 3 can do. Okay, so Evelina, if she can figure out her putt, I think she is just as talented. It's a great shot from Holland. Great reaction too. Just as talented as Kristen off the tee. So I think she has a chance if she can figure out how to putt. I think Holland's right there too. I think Holland made huge strides this year in her game. If she can continue to improve that, I think Holland is someone that has potential next year and maybe 2 years coming up. That needs to slow down. Slow down. Yep. It's a good putt. She'll have that tree to mess with her, but that's other than that. Let's see. I think Henna, same thing. If Henna can putt, if Henna can figure out her putting, I think she's great off the tee as well. I think Valerie Mandahano, coming off of her injury, I think she's had some up and down tournaments, but I think her skill level's there. I'm just listening to what Brian has to say right now. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of astonishing when we interviewed her for Tour Life that she talked about how she doesn't really practice putting. I find that very interesting. Allie Smith's ace yesterday, shot of the year nominee. It might be as of right now. They play from a shorter tee pad, but it's still very, very impressive. Very impressive ace there. Now it's a good run. I like that much better than her putt on hole 1, because that is a scary putt. If you airball that has a great chance of going OB. Hits the cage and drops. Maybe that will give her the little bit of confidence that she needs, because the next hole 4, if she throws another kind of shot, it's going OB. This is a tricky one here. I would add Katrina, although very subpar from here. Yeah, I mean, you can for sure throw her in there. She won preserve, obviously, but I don't know what's. Dang, it does sit though. I don't know really what's been going on with her. Where is she at this tournament? I know the last several tournaments she's been very far down the leaderboard. She is. It's not good. I'm still scrolling. She is 15 over par, currently in 28th place. So 38 shots out of the lead. Great putt. Great little spin putt there. That was nasty. For all you lucky fans out there, she just takes 3rd place, solo 3rd. Why would Kat change her form mid-season when she was already playing well? Good question. Not quite sure. I mean, maybe there was something there that she wanted to kind of tweak. God, that was high, but it caught. All right, and she's in for birdie now. Tied for 3rd. What do you think about touring in Europe? Would like to see you and finish in Estonian woods. So I played the PCS Open. I played the European Open. I know there was a lot more events this year on tour that you could have played over there, and a lot of players did decide to go over there and play those events. I also have heard many pros, because they enjoyed the events at PCS and at European, are planning on playing more over there. I probably will not, just because of the being away from the wife situation. So, but I did enjoy the courses. I thought PCS was the best short course on tour. I think that's fair. Is that what I said? Best short course on tour?
Yeah, it's a lot of par fours at least.
Yeah, there was a lot of par fours, which was nice. No par fives though. I think if they could have added a par 5 or 2, I think it would have boosted it up a little bit. Do you think Eagle can win if he goes off again, or is he too far back? Well, let's take a look here. You guys want to? Should we talk a little at MPO while we're in a commercial here? You guys want to talk a little MPO coming up? Thanks for dropping by, Finland. Why do I feel like I'm back in the third when I listen to Zoe? I don't know what that means, Reese. Okay, let's talk a little MPO here. All right, so we've got Isaac Robinson sitting at 36 under par. In second place, we have Evan Scott, 3 shots back at 33. And then we've got 3 guys, Calvin, Kyle, and AB, sitting at 32, 4 shots back, with Chris Dickerson at 31. And then you got Eagle, Matty O, and Alden all at 30. Now, I think 30, man, yeah, I think 30 is what I would put as the last spot. I think Paul, Gannon, Lori, Gavin, Ricky, Simon, I think all those guys, I think they're too far back. I think 7 shots out of Isaac and 3 shots back of Calvin, Kyle, and AB is too far back. I don't think you got a shot. I think 6 back. I think I don't even know if 44 will be enough. I think if Eagle goes back out there and shoots 14, I don't know if that will be enough. I don't know if 44 wins it, because what 44 tells me is that that means Isaac shoots 8, right? 14. Yeah, so Isaac would have to shoot 8. That means Evan Scott would have to shoot 11. And then Calvin, Kyle, and AB would have to shoot 12. Yeah. I mean, I guess 14 could do it. That's why I'm putting 30 still in it, because I think there's a super outside shot that if you go out and somehow shoot 14 again, or if Matty O or Alden shoots 14, which I don't think Matty O or Alden are going to shoot 14. I think Eagle has a different gear than Matty O and Alden. So I don't think that's likely. But I mean, I guess, yeah. I think my money's on Isaac. The way I described it was Isaac had, I believe, 5 shots going into the final round at Champions Cup. He has a 3-shot lead over Evan and a 4-shot lead over Calvin and Kyle and AB. I think he feels more confident. Going into today with this course, Fox, than he did at Champions Cup. I think Champions Cup, there are obviously with gaps that you have to hit. Granted, there is OB at Fox, but really only comes into play on a handful of holes. And he can really play safe to a lot of these holes to take OB completely out of play. So I think he's going to feel more confident going in to this tournament with a 3-shot lead than he did at Champions Cup earlier this season. So that's where I'm at. I think he's going to force people behind him to have to shoot ridiculous, and they're going to have to, go for the eagle in 12. They're going to have to, try to birdie 5, try to birdie 9, potentially go for the eagle on 7. Could we see someone try to go for the eagle on 7? Have you heard anyone trying to go for the eagle on 7 this week? We could maybe see someone try the eagle on 7. 4-hand hyzer. Do they play from a different tee pad? They have to. Okay, this hole is way easier. Oh my gosh. I did not know they played from a different tee pad on this hole. Never mind when I said that coming up, this was going to be a tough shot, or a shot that wait, is that the same hole? No, they're up by the tree. Okay, they're playing a completely different hole. This is a completely different hole. This is an auto birdie. This is an auto birdie hole. This hole is easier than hole 1. I think hole 1 is a very important birdie to get. This is 100% auto birdie for all these ladies. Just an easy forehand hyzer. It's close enough to where you're always going to get past that bushy tree. Well, that actually wasn't past, so lucky that she was left of that tree. But it doesn't look like you got to throw it too far to actually get past that bushy tree. It's probably only like 300 feet, maybe less than that. Didn't Eagle get it yesterday? I think Eagle got 12. I don't believe he got 7. Someone want to fact check me on that? Someone fact check me on that. Because I completely wrong. Did she turn it? She did. And she's right behind the bush. She's going to have no shot. That's going to be a 2-stroke. That's going to be another stroke swing there. That's going to be another stroke swing. She could go for a crazy backhand turnover. I just wish the drone was so much closer. So high. Yeah, she's dead. Zoom out a little bit. Let me see the angle. I think she's pretty dead. Oh, gosh. They didn't zoom out for the angle. You could have got actually a really good angle of seeing like how much that tree was impeding her shot. Yeah, she's going to have to go probably patent pending big turnover backhand. I don't know. It probably was a thrasher off the tee, honestly. All right. We have a battle for third between Holland, Lucky, and Evelina. Holland, Lucky sitting at 8. Evelina sitting at 7. Evelina is 2 under for her round. It's always a passion sold out quick. Will that be the only release? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I will get. Let me see. Let me talk to the people that know. I'll try to give you guys an answer. Okay, she's more on the left side than I thought. So she actually does have this is honestly not that bad of a shot. Probably, obviously, a lot easier if you have a forehand. But Missy's going to go backhand here. And that's going to be about 30. Oh, my. Okay, it's over. It's over, folks. Well, hopefully you guys still stick around to watch this with me as we see Kristen just walk in her back-to-back World Championships. Sorry, it's not going to be interesting, but I'm telling you right now, it's over. It's over. Yes, we probably knew it was over on hole 1, but I think we all had a little bit of hope. We all had a little bit of hope, didn't we? I really need to be mowing the lawn. Hey, if you go and decide to mow the lawn, I do not blame you. I do not blame you. Which is more likely, Missy dropping out of the top 3 or winning? As of right now, probably dropping out of the top 3 because I don't think she's winning. Her percentages of her winning are very small, if any. She's going to go down another 2 shots here to Kristen, at least. If she does get up and down, she should get up and down from, 120 feet. But if she does get up and down, it'd be another 2 shots. So that will be 25. So that would be 8. Should be 8 shots back. All right, let me text the people about, are we doing another run of It's Always a Passion? Okay, I'll give that answer to you guys soon. What's up? Happy Championship Sunday. What is up, T33BS? Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the stream. Lots of fans wearing PP swag. Oh, that's nice. Agreed, Missy losing so many strokes with no forehand. Yeah, lots of really easy forehand shots on this course. Not having a forehand definitely is a detriment to your game and your ability to score out here. It can be done, obviously. Isaac, throw it. It can definitely be done because a lot of the shots are not that demanding, but there are shots that the forehand takes the OB out of play. So if you do throw a bad shot, you still stay in bounds, those types of things. For example, the forehand for that second shot from Missy pretty much takes the OB out of play. Thoughts on Paige Pierce's Instagram post? I thought it was very interesting. I did get a little bit of the vibes, and maybe she's been getting comments talking about like this doesn't count because she's not here. You know, like if Kristen wins, it doesn't really count as a world championship because she's not there. Maybe she's seeing a bunch of comments like that, and that's what made her, say made the line of like whoever wins should be considered world championship. Because like I think that's pretty clear. The winner of this tournament is the world champion. It's a good putt there. Wow, she's got a nasty little spinner. So yeah, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that's why she said what she said. Otherwise, very, very strange. Very strange. It's over. Thumbers and tomahawks. Heck yeah. So sad that Owen was injured. I think she easily could have went -5 each day and been in the conversation. Owen was someone that before the tournament, that was someone that I said had a chance to compete with Kristen on these courses. They are not far by any means. And again, having the forehand that Owen has, I thought being able to putt as well as she does, I thought Owen for sure could have contended towards the top of the leaderboard. Very sad that she had to withdraw because of injury. Could FPO and MPO ever alternate tee times from mornings to afternoons? I don't think so. I think they are sticking with FPO in the morning and MPO in the afternoon. Okay, maybe it's over. Love watching FPO. It really does get boring. I'm not sure what that means. Do you like the pools? No. I don't. They have alternated before, Brian, for sure. I think they're set in stone, though, right now with this. I haven't heard any word that they're talking about potentially changing up how the broadcast goes. Are you going to watch MPO at the course? Good question, Jacob. I don't know yet. Kristen still doesn't have a caddy. She does. Silver's on the bag today. What up, Elliot? What's happening, brother? Last FPO repeat champion was 2009 when Valerie Jenkins won her third in a row. Paige has won 5 since then, but never twice in a row. Interesting. Good stat there, Naru. Thank you. They're trying really hard to tell us Missy is still in this. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what you should do as a commentator, obviously. I think there would be a lot more people tuning in and watching if it was close. So you are trying to do everything you possibly can to convince people that, hey, don't turn this off yet. Continue to watch because Kristen doesn't have this secured just yet. I think the only people really watching at this point is just to watch the pure dominance of Kristen, or they're crazy fans for other people that maybe they're rooting for a top 5 or something like that. Other than that, if you're a casual disc golf fan, you are probably not watching. It's a great shot. Great shot and a good roll. Now she'll have a nice little easy 20-footer uphill. Very nice. Yes, watching history and dominance. That's pretty much it, Adam. That's what we're seeing right now. Best season ever in FPO. Hard to argue that. Needs a flip. Oh, does she go through the dark horse gap? Oh, dang, that would have been legendary. That little bridge. I don't know if people actually walk through that bridge. I certainly did not because I would have had to crouch. Lithuania beat USA today? Dang. I did not see that. That's good width. Should be short, but very safe. Yep. Wouldn't expect anything else for Kristen. She definitely was not playing that for too aggressive there. That was a very safe play. Made sure she didn't throw it too high so that it didn't go over the hill and skip OB left. That's an easy par for Kristen on one of the more challenging holes on the course. Now, if you're Missy, you have to go here. You have to go here. This has to be in the circle. Hold, hold, hold. It's too short. Doesn't have the distance. That shows you right there the big difference between Missy's game and Kristen's game is Kristen was able to go with a more overstable disc and get essentially the same distance as Missy was with the flippier disc. For Missy to get to the basket, she would have to throw something flatter and have it turn right to have it go like over OB and then fade, which is like way scary of a shot. Where Kristen can just throw something more overstable and harder and doesn't have a chance. The miss here is OB left. You miss OB right, it's an auto bogey. You miss OB left, you can still save par. That's a massive difference between their two games outside of obviously the forehand. Oh, Gooseman, what's up, man?
What up?
We're just watching Kristen absolutely dominate.
Is she crushing that?
She is going to probably have eight. Yeah, she's gonna have an 8-shot lead after 5. Yes. Didn't realize Missy was 34. Thought she was a bit younger. Yeah, she definitely looks a lot younger than 34. I was surprised too when I found out that she was in. I think I found out she was like 32 or something a few years ago, and was very surprised. Hit the like, brah. Yeah, we appreciate all the likes. All the likes on the live stream. Who do you have taking down FPO today? I have Isaac Robinson. Not really any sort of craziness there. Goose, someone wants to know if your soft zone is supposed to warp when hitting the band, or does that person just have too much power?
Well, mine's pretty warped, but I usually hit trees instead of the basket.
He said his is pretty warped, but he usually hits trees instead of the basket. 34 is old. I don't know who thinks 34 isn't old. 34 in disc golf is old. The majority of people on tour right now are under the age of 28. Too bad Calvin sold on 18 yesterday. Could have been interesting. Yes. Did he go early right? I didn't watch. Did he never cross? Is that what ended up happening? Is that what I'm sure that's probably what led to a double. I can't really imagine him doubling the hole any other way. Yeah, early right. Yeah. That's the miss you can't have. Missed the 27 footer for bogey. Dang. KT in the mud. Yeah, the courses were really, really soaked. They got tons of water leading up to the tournament. And then obviously the 2 days that it just rained definitely did not help. Do I think Matty O has a chance? So I said everyone inside of 30 under. So Matty is 30 under. He's 6 back. I think everyone that's 6 back and closer has a chance. Not a good chance. I think the winner is really going to come from the guys that are at 32. Oh my gosh. Splash putt. 32, 33 or, obviously Isaac. 34, sorry. When will you be in Virginia at Foundation again? Good question, Pee Wee. I am going to be up there for the Heiser Club Championships, which takes place. Let me open my calendar real quick. I think that's a few weeks. I think it's the week after MVP, I want to say. Yes, the week after MVP. Yeah. So a couple weeks from now. Will the course record be broken today? What's the course record? 14? No. I don't think anyone shoots better than 14. You breaking the course record? Goose just said he's breaking the course record, so I stand corrected. Hage Warrior, what's up? We did say that if Ezra aced every single hole, he has a chance to win. And I think he knows that. So I think he's going to give it his best effort. Are you DNFing if you don't ace hole one?
I don't ace hole one. No.
Are you going roller? Do you want to win? You go roller on hole one if you want to win. Just ramp it up, man. Ramp it up. Do you and Drew actually have some beef, or is it just banter? No, Drew said something that was really stupid, so I told him it was really stupid. I don't care, but if he tweets to me something stupid, I'm going to say that was stupid. What are the boys at? As you're at 19? 18? Gooseman?
14.
Gooseman's at 14. 18 and 14. So realistically, let's see. Let's just look at these guys and see what chances they have here. So Ezzy has a chance to make. I would say he has a chance to make top 25. Yeah, I think top 20. You're 7 back from 20.
Yeah, but 20 is averaging like 6 down.
Yeah.
So I think,
yeah. You could. Yeah. I would say top 20 would be very impressive. Top 25 would be very good. It's not fun. Well, hey, at least you get to play. So that is good. And then I would say Gooseman. I would say if Gooseman gets top 35, that would be pretty solid for him. Yeah, he's 5 back from top 35. So I think that's doable. If you guys both go out and shred.
I mean, what else do we do when we go out?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else.
All right, good luck, Ed.
How is Goose prepping for the final round? Well, currently he's walking out the door. So there he goes. Everyone wish Gooseman good luck. What's the hat logo? This is Foundation. This is the podcast YouTube channel that you're currently on. This is our Foundation Podcast YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to Foundation Podcast, make sure you click the subscribe button. I do my podcast with Yuli every week on Wednesday, and we've got tons of other podcasts on here as well. Did I imagine that Gannon was only 5 strokes back to start, what happened? No, she was. Gannon certainly was 5 strokes to start. She bogeyed the first hole, threw 2 bad shots in a row. First one got lucky and stayed in bounds. Second one did not. Then hole 2, they both birdied. Hole 3, they both parred. Hole 4, Gannon Missy's second shot, not good. OB. Kristen birdied, and there you go. It went from a 5-stroke lead to an 8-stroke lead just like that. Hole 6 should be a birdie for everyone, though. Hole 6 is the easiest hole in the course. Cole just played bad one of those days. Yeah. I will say Fox is, we're seeing a Holland Hanley forehand here. Big Heiser. Great shot. Yeah, Fox is a course where it's like if you have an okay day, you're probably still going to shoot 6 or 7 under. But if you play poorly, oh man, you can start adding up strokes real quick out there. I did see Paige's post about Missy. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I don't love the height there. Yeah, it's an uphill shot. Did not like the height at all. Not sure if that was what she was planning on trying to do, but you definitely want to try that tree, that little bush on the right there. You want to try to get just above that left of it, and that's the ideal shot. Like that. That's perfect. That should be absolutely parked. Oh, short. Didn't. Great line. Just did not put. That's a couple times now that we've seen her forehand come up short. Not putting a lot of mustard behind that, and that's not this could be a pickup here for Missy. Okay, we can get shot back here. A little bit of an elevated basket, so it's gonna make the putt a little bit more challenging than just normal. But Missy's got to execute this much harder shot, which is a backhand turnover. And does she turn it enough? Does she turn it enough? She does not. Okay, that's going to be two tricky putts there. What are the wind conditions looking like today? Dead. No wind. Allie back-to-back aces. Not enough height there. It's going to be a good shot, but not enough height. Never mind. What the heck am I talking about? How short is this hole? Holy smokes. I thought out of her hand. I guess the hole, this must be way shorter because, oh, they're almost around the corner. Okay, wow. Okay. Wish I could hang out. Got to go back to work. All right, Warrior, take it easy, man. Thanks for swinging by. Will I be at the course today? That's a great question. I still haven't made up my mind yet. Parking is an absolute, it's not fun to park and have to shuttle. So I kind of dread that, but I might show up. What time do you tee, Ez?
140.
140. This might be close to being over by then. We might go out and watch Ez on the back nine. Are you happy with your worlds? No, Caesar, absolutely not. What?
What a roast.
Yeah, maybe he was roasting me. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was asking a legitimate question. He was curious about my performance. But no, I'm not happy at all. I played bad every single round. I didn't have one good round. Video idea. Olympic discus thrower tries disc golf. Okay, big putt. I mean, why did I say big putt? This is not a big putt. She could miss this and still. Okay, well, there you go. Caddy for Ez? No, Ezra's brother is here who caddied for him most of last year. So he's been caddying for him all week. Also, I've talked about this. I'm not a big fan of just jumping on someone's bag like that. I would only do it if someone like really asked, like, hey, it's going to be raining. It'd be really helpful with, towels and umbrella. Good putt there, Missy. It'd be helpful if you were out there. I would do it then and only then. I'm never going to message someone and say, hey, let me caddy for you. Puts them in a really weird spot. Also, I think it's just awkward. They're playing without you the whole time. They've been playing great. Why are you going to jump on their bag? MPO course is a joke. 250 foot, 350 foot, par threes, jump putt to green, par fours, birdie or die. Disc Blaster, let us know what you really think. As a college disc golfer, do you have any advice on increasing confidence in mentality and skill set? I think preparation is key. I think preparation is everything. Make sure you are prepared. Does Kristen win by double digits today? She is currently on pace. And a couple holes coming up, she's going to have a massive advantage over Missy. Holland Hanley has sneakily actually been having a really good round. Birding her last 4 holes. She's now in solo 3rd place. All right. Silva's having a round? Yeah. All right. 5 birdies, 1 bogey, 4 under. Macy Valdez, 5 under for the round. Yeah, there's some good rounds out there today. And I'm not surprised. The wind is super down. This course is going to get absolutely shredded with the wind being as down as it is. It should get shredded. Thoughts on the fixtures on the greens at Fox? Chris got destroyed yesterday twice because of them. I did see the one that he had at the par 5 where he laid up and it skipped and then got a ridiculous roll away. I don't hate them because I think they do a good job of not allowing rollaways for putts. If the basket, because I think that is one thing that is kind of a flukiness in disc golf is two people could have the same putt and they both hit the cage. Both those putts are bad. One can hit the ground and roll away and one can just hit the ground and stay. So a way of reducing that is creating some sort of barrier around the bottom of the basket to where discs that actually hit the basket and drop kind of stay there. I would say that reduces the risk of the flukiness in rollaways. Now, does it increase, though, the flukiness of people throwing good shots into the green? Yes. So there is a give and take there. I don't know what the right answer is. What was the interaction between you and Drew on Twitter? Okay, I already talked about that. He said something stupid, and I said it was stupid. Do you think Owen would be challenging Kristen if she wasn't injured? I think she had a chance. Going to be going to Raiders-Broncos game next weekend. No. Their home opener is the Steelers. Okay, they are playing from a much shorter tee pad here, so if they're playing this hole just for birdie, it should be a pretty standard hyzer backhand, followed by another hyzer backhand, followed by another hyzer backhand for birdie. First shot, they probably only need to get about 300 to clear, would be my guess. I just saw my caddy in the background. Let's go. Shout out to Spencer. The tee pad that you can't see, that's too short. You can't see it. There's a small or shorter tee pad on this hole in the middle of the fairway, kind of where they're landing their discs. That is 600 feet away from the basket. So they only need to they need 400 feet to get to that landing spot. They're probably all throwing about 350, 325, I would say. Let's see how close this gets to that tee pad up there. Do we see the tee pad? We do not. Okay. You like throwing the swirl roach? Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Those are sweet jerseys. Curious to see what Lucky's distance is here. See her open up a little bit. Oh, boy. Missed that tree. Yikes. That's OB. Didn't cross. That's going to be tough. Not sure why people are clapping because that was OB. Has there been word on the severity of Owen's injury? I haven't heard anything. All right, here we go. One of the best off the tee. That looks money. Get a soft skip. Yep, great shot. That is a tricky shot there, folks. 5 seconds ahead of you. Oh boy, you might need to pause your. You might need to pause your thing. I have not seen the trophy. If anyone has eyes on the trophy or sees the trophy, please take a screenshot and send it to me. I'm very curious. This is a very weird stat. I've never really understood why they show this. No disrespect to Paige Shue, but Paige Shue is 7 over par for the tournament. I don't Oh, you can't pause DGN. Oh, get wrecked. It better be better than last year's tournament. I'll send it to you in Discord. My friends there sent a pic. Oh, okay. They showed it at the start of the live stream. I hadn't started my stream up, so I didn't see it. I don't know why. Did that hit the fence and bounce in? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know why people clap. I do not know why people clap for bad shots. It's very weird. Also, like when you're tapping out for like a double bogey or a triple bogey and people clap, also very strange. You watch Evelina throw and you're just like, did she make that putt for birdie? She did. Okay. You watch her throw and you're just like, what is going on? Why is she not closer? You know, it's such a puzzle. The trophy is a Lego basket, says Brian. Oh boy. Oh boy. Brad should have told Lucky not to use the fence. Yeah. MPO podium. Who do you have your money on? I'm going to go Isaac, Calvin, AB. That looks early left. Does it have enough distance? It does. It's a good shot. Got a lot of roll there at the end. This is a trophy you won't find in the garage? Heck yeah. Those are my favorite types of trophies. It went in. Disc golf fans are just clappy. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I obviously would like to have more boisterous fans than quiet fans, but, you know, there's a time and a place, I would say. Okay, so that tee pad right there off that you can see just in front of her is you're 615 feet to the basket if you get to that tee pad. So they're throwing like a 300-foot shot here, and then the next shot will be the exactly same shot. She almost lands on Missy's disc, it looks like. Where did Manubu finish? He finished.
Manubu?
What?
Is it Manubu?
That's how someone spelled it.
I thought it was Manabu.
Manabu?
I don't know.
Oh, that sounds better. Manabu sounds better than Manubu. Manabu sounds better. He finished 12 over par, 192nd. Oh no. Oh no. And gets the roll away. Okay. Okay. 1 in the chat if Evelina makes this comebacker. 2 in the chat if she misses. It's a little bit farther than what she just had. Come on. Wow. All you naysayers. I see all you guys putting 2 in the chat. Disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful. All right. That should be good enough to give her a chance to get up and down for a bogey. If Manabu was full-time, he would be 1020 rated. That might be a little high. Do I think Holland can overtake Missy for second? It's in the cards. I would say that is more likely at this point than Missy winning. I didn't say, Brandon, I did not say 2 or 1. I said for you guys to put 2 or 1 in the chat. Evan Scott chances. I think they're good. I think Evan Scott's chances are good. I think this course suits his game very well. He's been putting really, really great this week. I like his chances. Refresh my stream. It's 30 seconds ahead. What's 30 seconds ahead?
Brodie, Paige rewrote that post. She rewrote the whole thing.
What do you mean she rewrote it?
She edited out the text and changed the whole thing.
Wait, it says something different now?
Yep. That might be.
Okay, so Paige redid her post. Did she take out the part of saying whoever wins should be considered a world champion?
I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, now it says
Kristen and Missy are about to give you all a show tomorrow. I'm so proud. Determined to fight. Missy has been with me through it all. She's my best friend, maid of honor, and my sister. I'll be cheering you on tomorrow and taking the action from my living room. I'm sad. So sad that I won't be able to attend the final round in person. However, whoever takes this one down deserves to claim the world title. She didn't edit it at all.
Well, yeah, instead of saying Missy's going to win, the first time she had it, she said, oh, Missy's really going to do this. Like, I can't wait until you're walking down the whole team.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
Oh, really?
I never saw that one.
Oh,
I
got more wild.
This is the post I saw. So the only wild thing that I saw in her post was saying that when she says, whoever takes this one down deserves to claim the world title.
It used to say, wow, Missy, you are really about to do this. Of all the things I have called you in, and in all of our crazy ascents, to add world champion to that, I'm shaking like this. I love
Oh my gosh. Wait, where are you seeing that? Are you seeing it on Facebook somewhere or where?
No, this is just a spot.
Who posted it?
Paige. That's Paige's post.
You screenshot her original post.
A buddy of mine screenshotted it.
Send that to me. Send it to our group. I never saw the original post. I thought you guys were saying her post was crazy because she said whoever wins the world championship should be considered the world champion. That's what I thought. And I thought that was crazy. I didn't know she just straight up said that Missy. That might be added pressure to Missy. That might have not helped. Wow. Okay. Interesting. The plot thickens, folks. The plot thickens. See, I hate this angle, guys. I really do, because I hate that angle because I have no idea where the basket is. You know? You can have the disc in the basket in the same shot there. I don't know why they don't do that. Very strange post. Yeah, I would agree. I had no idea. I had no idea she made a post saying that that Missy was going to win. That's 5 shots back from the greatest disc golfer of all time. Yikes. Hopefully she didn't put any money on it. The catch cam session needs to be addressed. There we go. Okay. Can they keep this shot? Did they just listen to me? Did they just hear me say that? No, they're going to lose it. Oh, I thought they were listening to me. And now they have to pan to show you versus just getting, it's going to be a backhand hyzer. So you can just position yourself to where you can see the disc and the basket the whole time. Man, I thought they were listening to me. Did I watch Swamp Kings? No, I didn't. Okay, David, if she's not the greatest female disc golfer of all time, who is? Because we might be watching different things, brother. I would love to hear your list of the people that are better than Kristen Tatar. We're all waiting for David's response here. David might have left the chat. There's a chance that he might have left the chat. I will not be doing a companion stream for the MPO. That will be that'll be Hunter, Trevor, Connor, and Silas. They will be taking over duties for that. Are we going to watch today? Jeeves, do you want to go watch? All right. We'll be there. We'll be there we'll be live. I'll be live tweeting.
Hey, we'll be on the bag of someone.
Oh, yeah. We're just going to randomly show up and try to ask someone to caddy for them. That's what we're going to do. Where is David? David, you can't just say that and then leave, okay? I am not going to forget. You can't just say that and leave. That's so annoying. Who just threw that shot? Is that Evelina? That was super lucky. David's gone. He just left. He just came in, said, You can't say that about Kristen and then just left. Wow. What a scaredy cat. A prime Val Jenkins was really good, not better, says Brian. Sure. This is not discounting players that have come before Kristen and saying that they were trash at disc golf. This is just saying Kristen is better than anyone that has ever played disc golf so far. I mean, it's obvious. If you watch her game, she is better than everyone by a lot. He did troll me. Maybe I did get trolled. And that's fair. That is fair. I should jump in the booth today with Philo. Oh, boy. Good putt, Holland. Save the par. Keeps her round intact. See, this fixture right here, this is what I'm talking about. Where, yeah, it can add in some weird skips off of it. But, I mean, again, I don't know if it really matters for this hole because it's so flat. The green is so flat that you're not going to get a roll away. But I could see this working on holes that, you're on the hill or something. You would love to see me on disc golf commentary, DGN commentary. Maybe one day. Did you see Dickerson's kick yesterday? I did on 12. I heard there was 2 apparently. I only saw the one on 12. Muting the broadcast and listening to Brodie is the only reason I'm watching FPO. Well, user, as long as you're watching, man, we're glad to have you here. Any more thoughts on this being 5 rounds? To me, it's perfect. I'm fine with it. Kristen sneaks one in. I'm fine with it being 5. I just don't think that should be the reason why this is the World Championships. I don't think having one extra round all of a sudden makes this major more important than the other majors that are 4 rounds. I think there could be a lot of other things they could do that would make a lot more sense. That's my thoughts on it. I also think 5 rounds only makes sense if you have 2 courses. If we ever were to go to somewhere and have a World Championship on one course, 5 rounds is a lot of rounds on one course. Did I see Dickerson punch the tree? No, I did see someone tweet me about it. Did not see it actually happen. If someone has video of Dickerson punching a tree, please tweet it to me. Like, what other things could they do, says Wildman. Well, I think for it being the World Championships, I think one way of separating it is not having it every year. If they did something kind of like the Olympics, where it is every other year, something along those lines, that could do it. However, if you did want to do it every year, which I'm sure there's a lot of people that want it to be every year, I'm sure there's a lot of companies, sponsors, a lot of the money, which makes really the decisions in disc golf, probably want to have World Championship every year. That's completely fine. I would say it needs to be the last event. It's weird to have like the World Championship in the middle of the season. It's also weird to have the World Championship right now when there's another major behind it. I think the World Championship should be the last event going into the off season. That way, a lot of the steam and the talk and all that stuff is about who just won the World Championship. And I also think the qualifications, that's a great turnover shot by Kristen there. That is a great turnover shot. I think the qualifications for the World Championship also could be very tighter. So whether it's coming up with some sort of world ranking where it's only the top 100 players get to go into the event, it's weird to me that the World Championship is also the event that has the weakest field. The worst players that we play all season are at the World Championship. That's weird to me. To me, I feel like the World Championship should be the best players and only the best players. That's my thoughts. Gets a little on the skinny side, but has a good fade out at the end, and will have a putt for birdie. It looks like Missy is starting to figure it out a little bit. As a pro MPO player, is Kristen's game impressive to look at? I think the way she plays is impressive. I think she's a very smart player. She doesn't have as much distance, I would say, as potential FPO players coming up. That is one thing that maybe she can, try to acquire in the offseason is just try to get a little bit more distance with her forehand and her backhand. But she's a very solid player. Doesn't make that many mistakes. Very solid. Thoughts on first round being on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good way of trying to get people to watch and tune in. I would say, though, if you're trying to go for like just biggest numbers, I think you go last round on YouTube if you're trying to just get the most eyeballs possible. Any idea what Kristen's max distance is? Forehand, I would say like around 300 feet. And again, this is like max distance on the course. This isn't like if she went into a field and threw as hard as she could in crazy lines. Is max distance on the course. I would say 300 feet for forehand and probably like upwards 400 feet for backhand. So like 380, something like that would be my guess. They collecting those entry fees from the sub 1,000 players. Yes, Brian, that's why the winner, one of the reasons why the winner is making $35,000 is because they have 220 people in the field that all paid. I don't know how much the entry fees were, but I think they were probably over $300, probably over $350. So someone do the math. 220 times 350. What is that? Evelina in fourth place right now. Yeah, Hammer. She's playing well this round. 4 under. It's a solid round so far. 4 under through 11 is not bad. $77,000 in entry fees. There you go. That's a lot of moolah. A lot of quiche. A lot of Munster. How many of those players had the sponsor pay for it? Less than half. Probably less than half. 100 would be my guess. Might be closer to 80, though. Kristen was pin high on hole 17 at European Champs with a rive. I think it was just short of 300 feet, but significantly uphill. Okay. That makes about sense. Yeah, about 380. Little left. You think Kristen can throw close to 325 forehand? Okay. Do the sponsors pay to put you guys up in hotels for tournaments, or is that on the player? I think it's dependent on the sponsor's contract with the players. Not everyone's. They have one thing that I will say has been nice to see is the growth in sponsorships along the way. There hasn't been this copy and paste that we have seen in the past, where everyone's just like under the same umbrella, and it's like this is how we do it, take it or leave it. It does seem like now they are definitely working with the players to decide like what is important to them, where do they want to put their money, and I like that a lot. Don't go to MPO. Stay here and do commentary for us. I got the feed on mute and listening to you. You're better. Well, I appreciate that, George. Hunter, Trevor. Good putt by Missy there. Good putt. That puts her at 19. Okay. 7 back. 7 back. 10 to play. Don't love it. Don't love it. I will not be doing the MPO, though. George, stick around because right when we're done here, there'll be a little bit of a break between FPO and MPO. But when we're done here, Hunter, Trevor, Connor, Silas, they're going to pick it up for you. They're going to give you guys a great companion stream. So make sure you guys are tuning into that here in a little bit. If you guys are liking this stream, though, and you guys are enjoying this and you want to see more live streams like this in the future, make sure that you guys not only are subscribed, so click the subscribe button right now if you haven't already, but also drop a like on this video. It takes 2 seconds. Drop a like. That lets us know that you enjoy the content and you want to see more of it. So we appreciate it. And also it helps the algorithm. Liking videos, commenting on videos, doing all these things helps us continue to kind of do what we do here at Foundation. So we appreciate all the support. And if you want to really show your support and you really love what we're doing at Foundation, look into becoming a member of the TLC, the Tour Life Crew. That is the podcast that me and Yuli do every Wednesday. By becoming a Tour Life Crew member here on YouTube, you not only get your name changes color in the chat, so it like notifies me. It's easier for me to see you. I'm more likely to probably answer your questions or read your comments, but you also get exclusive videos, exclusive live streams, some emotes, and other things of that nature. And we obviously do really appreciate the support you guys show. So there, Pee-wee's showing it off right there. And also you can kind of see right next to his name, the Tour Life logo there as that changes, which I think maybe is that unreadable to you guys? The icon next to Pee-wee, is that unreadable? Do I need to do a refresher of that? What a smooth backhand that was. Can't read it. Kind of. Can't read it. All right. What do you guys think about just doing baskets? Doing like a basket logo. Or a basket might be tough too to like, we need, yeah, on mobile it's hard. Okay. I think maybe we need to try to come up with a different, some different icons. Because as you stay a member, those icons change. So maybe we need to come up with some different icons. I guess if anyone has any ideas, it's a great shot from Misty there. It's a great shot. Keeps her kind of in it. I mean, she's got a birdie almost every hole coming in. She's got a birdie almost everything. If you guys, it looks like a QR code. Certainly not a QR code. I think it just needs to be filled with a lighter color. It's disc golf, so just go with the initials TL in an artistic way. Okay, I could see that. Half Yuli shield, half dark horse wing. See, I feel like that would also, great shot there by Holland. I feel like that would also be difficult. Yeah, see, like that's so hard to see, that icon right there, that Tour Life icon. You should make the icons items from the garage. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll talk about it. We'll work on it. If you guys have any ideas, tweet me or drop me something on Instagram. Let me know your ideas because we'll fix it. We'll fix it for you guys. Another good shot. I don't love this camera angle right now because it's too low. I can't tell how close those discs are landing. I would love this shot to be from behind the player, like here. Now just keep this the whole time, please. Let me see the entire flight from here. Hold it. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Maybe that camera can't zoom. Maybe we'll go there. What about just a TL, you know, kind of like everyone's logo with their initials? Oh, wait, do we get the replay here? Does this camera not zoom? I'm going to say this camera doesn't zoom. I'm just going to say they have a camera behind the player, doesn't zoom. Nathaniel Williams, welcome to the Tour Life crew, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Welcome on board. How downhill is that shot? Extremely downhill. I think it plays for what's oh geez. All right, Judah. What's the distance on hole 9? Is that like 475? Yeah. 485. Yeah, 485, and I was throwing my passion. So it's plays for MPO, it plays probably 60, 70 feet short. FPO, the tee pad's up a little bit, so it probably plays maybe 50 feet shorter. I have told many a times how I think disc golf should be viewed, and you know, maybe I'm wrong. So that's all I can do. All I can do is say what I would like to see. Can you join from the phone? Yeah, you should be able to. The link, you'll have to click the show notes. So underneath the stream, you can click into the description, and then you'll see something that says join, like a link. If you click that link, you should be good to go. It zooms, but they always try to keep the player in frame when they're filming from behind some reason. Yeah, I don't need to see the player. They should have another camera on player's reaction if they want that. Okay, she makes up for it. Good outside the circle putt there from Kristen. Every birdie is just like just like a dagger. Just a dagger in everyone. Catch cam came in handy to show Dickerson clearly missing the Mando yesterday. I'm not saying the catch cam shouldn't be used. I'm just saying I don't like it when they switch to the catch cam. I love it for replays. Did the Amazon get flippy meteors sell out immediately, or was that a troll? Did the Amazon get flippy meteors? I don't know what that means. Amazon. We have get flippy meteors for sale on Amazon? I just did it for mobile. There's a join button by the subscribe notification bell. You need to minimize chat to see it. Yes. Nathaniel just did it. That's how you do it. If you are interested in joining, minimize the chat, and then you'll see the join button next to the bell. Okay, right side, but it catches there for Missy. I would say too, like wobbly putts for some reason, wobbly putts have a higher likelihood of catching. It seems like. This has not been tested. I would love to have maybe like a machine or something that shoots putts out consistently. So you could test something like this in like a vacuum situation. It just seems like for some reason, like wobbly putts that don't have a lot of spin catch a lot more often than a putt that is like more direct, more spin. Simon has robots. Yeah, he does have something in the works. He did talk to me about that. Honestly, bringing in an experienced producer and sports broadcast would really help. Definitely would not hurt. Died Brodie disc. Get trippy. Ooh, might have something there. I've heard that before about wobbly putts. Yeah, it's an interesting theory. Owen talks about that. The wobble lets it not cut through. Makes sense. Wobbly putts equals slower putts? No, wobbly putts basically means that you're either not getting a lot of spin, so you're not really using your wrist that much, or the rotation coming out of your hand is not clean. So you have like a lot of off-axis torque on the disc, which causes it to wobble. That's a good backhand on a forehand hole. This is 100% a forehand hole. But if you do not have a forehand, you are left to throw the turnover backhand, which is a much, much more difficult shot. Holland's going to be showing you the easier shot here, which is the forehand hyzer with an overstable disc. She has enough power in her forehand. I spoke too soon. She does not have enough power in her forehand to go all hyzer. Should have probably thrown flat. I was going to say, if she had enough power in her forehand to go all hyzer here, this hole is very easy. Hole 10, another super easy hole. I don't think it should be on a world championship course. Kristen's going for the ace here. Good shot. I don't think it was an early release. I think it was just too much hyzer. Surround the logo with a disc and make the text white, says Jake Miller. Is this shorter than 8 for them? Yes. Yes. Shorter than 8. I would agree. Disagreed. Holland has plenty of distance to make that shot, just didn't give it enough room. No, my friend. No. That went inside of that tree. That tree is outside of circle 2, my friend. I'm not denying the fact that she has enough distance to throw a forehand hyzer there. That was far too much hyzer. That was not pin high. It wasn't pin high right in the basket, which would mean, there's a difference between in that situation, there's a difference between her alignment and where she was aiming and missing her alignment and throwing a disc with too much hyzer. That had too much hyzer on it. It had no chance of getting to the basket. Even if she would have thrown that 60 feet farther to the left, at best, she's coming up 40 feet short. She parked 8 on all hyzer. Why I asked. Gotcha. Good run. Thundercat, would love to see you do a collab video on your channel where you play disc golf with a PGA player. That might be in the future. It might be in the future. That disc has been too stable for her all day. The magenta chartreuse halo driver is a beefcake. I don't know if I even said that right. Is she short of that tree? I think she's short of that tree. Yes. So she's short. So you can tell that was clearly not the angle that she wanted to throw out of her hand. It had nothing to do with her aim point. That was 100% just a miss angle release. Gosh, got a lot of power on that putt. Holy smokes. Bubba Watson. He would certainly do it. That is for sure. Ricky Fowler, that'd be a fun one. You should get Bryson DeChambeau. What's the best way to be a caddy for a pro? I think all caddies are very different. I think some caddies just want you to carry their bag and not say anything. I think some caddies, some players want their caddy to like just listen to them so they can rant and give off steam. And then I think there's some caddies that they do trust you a little bit on your disc golf knowledge. They might even ask you for some help on shot selection or potentially even helping them see a gap if they're having to scramble that maybe they didn't see, or a shot that they didn't think about. Ali Smith skip forehand tutorial. I do actually have a how to skip a Frisbee on YouTube already. If you want to know how to skip a forehand, that tutorial is already on YouTube. My favorite going into today would be Isaac. Yuli's caddy Brad is the man. Yes, very good caddy. Great putt there, Missy. Great putt by Missy. Okay. 6 shots. Puts a little bit of pressure on Kristen to match here. She has woken up and she is alive, folks. Missy is alive. All right. Does Kristen show any cracks in the armor here? Oh, boy. Wait just 1 second, folks. Wait just 1 second. My gosh. Not a good putt, but it was like a 50-50 chance of whether or not that was going to stick. My gosh. That hit the left side cage, and then I think it hit the right side cage and bounced out. Holy smokes. Okay, next hole. A lot of OB on the next hole, not just on the tee shot, but also on the second shot. We're not out of the woods yet, folks. We are not out of the woods yet. Oh, boy. But here's the thing. Missy cannot mess up. So she needs Kristen to continue to play poorly down the stretch, and Missy cannot mess up. Missy can't just play good. She needs Kristen to continue to play poorly. You know, that was the first kind of chink in her armor a little bit there at the end. It looks like Holland and Evelina are the only two that are going to be really battling. That double bogey on 7 was bad for Lucky. So it looks like Holland and Evelina are the only two going to be battling for 3rd. And then for top 5, still lots of people can get top 5 here. You got Valerie, Macy, Henna, Silva, Allie, and Lucky all battling for top 5, which would be a good finish at the World Championships. So they're saying there's a chance. Heck yeah, man. Missy can't Missy. Yes. Okay, much easier shot here for FPO than MPO. MPO, you have to go in between that tree that you're seeing just on the left side of Missy's shoulder. This allows you to get a lot more of a flex shot, which I think is a much better shot here, which we see Missy. Okay, she just goes to kind of Heiser flips up to flat, gets it. I believe she gets far enough up there to where she should have just kind of a backhand putter, backhand straight at it. I thought this was going to be actually a little bit more of a challenging tee shot. This is not a challenging tee shot, but the second shot will be challenging. Kristen goes low here and right. That's going to be a terrible angle. That's going to be a terrible angle. That is not advantage Missy here. That is not a good shot. That's going to be tough for Kristen to get up and down there. See, this is what I thought more of them would throw. This flex shot. I think it plays much better, gets you more on the left-hand side, gets you a little bit better of an angle. Good idea to have a feature whole camera at all events and free on YouTube. I love it, man. I love it. I've been harping and saying that they should just get stationary cameras on more holes. Not only does that allow people to kind of jump in and watch shots. Where's the disc? Where's the disc? What are we doing, man? Not only does that allow you to that just made my brain just hurt there. It allows you to also, when there's downtime, we can cut to those shots. I think Luke Humphreys had an ace on a hole that was a stationary camera that they were able to show on coverage. So, yes, I love it. We need more of it. I would much rather see more shots than not. Trevor, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? Did Evelina figure out her putting yet? I don't believe so. Let's see what her stats are today. She's 70% C1X. She has missed 3 putts inside the circle. So no, she has not. Silver going to leave soon. Yeah, does he tees off soon, yeah? So he's gonna be bouncing pretty soon here. I think that D2 is Lucky's bad captain, regardless of how many times it slights her. She still keeps going back to it. Brody, what is your bad captain? I never really heard about this bad captain thing. This was brand new to me, something that Yuli explained. Never really knew about it. And I don't know. I don't know if I have one. You can see right now where that is a fantastic shot. Wow, that's great. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Just getting up there is great. From how far back she was, that's fine. You can see, though, where Kristen's disc was. Her disc is 60 feet right of where Missy is right now. It is a little bit farther up the fairway, which is actually bad. If you're going to be that far right, you actually need to be back to open up the angle. She's going to my guess is she's going to probably go with like a chippy forehand just to play safe for par. Uh-oh, it's over. Did she just get super lucky? Did that say safe? Shanks it over OB into the trees. And I guess with the crowd reaction, she's safe is what we're getting from the cheers. We did not have a camera because why would you want to have a camera to show you where the disc is going? All right, yeah, she goes chippy forehand. And I think she is placed safe to the right side. Doesn't need a skip here. Works through all the trees way better than I thought, and now she has a birdie putt. Wow. Okay. Did not think she was going to get that reaction. Do we actually get to see a different shot? Why are we seeing the same? Okay, that's why they didn't show it, because we just can't see it all. All right, fair enough. The real Slim Shady Brady 116. Welcome to Tour Life Crew. Thanks so much. Glad to have you here, brother. Yeah, she was short enough to where she could just go like a overstable putter, but that angle, guys, is crazy. She made that look way easier than it actually is. Now Holland's going wide gap through a bunch of trees and is OB. See, that was my concern with Kristen with being aggressive there. Is it's very easy to have it go too far right and go OB, but she has had the perfect pace on the disc. Does someone want to explain bad captain? Because I literally just learned about it, so I don't really know that much about it. So if someone wants to explain bad captain to the people in the chat, that would be lovely. Evelina. Oh, great reaction on the ground there. It's so scary when it hits those trees like that because it just drops and just shoots straight over. Man, she barely stayed in bounds. Wow. No, Missy is not running this Shay. Absolutely not. This is 60 plus feet, probably 25 feet downhill, OB just behind the basket. And my guess is she's going to have to throw an outside in, like an Annie putt. Yep. Yeah, I mean, actually, she has a much better look at it now than I thought. Yeah, you got to try to make this. I thought she was going to be tucked more on the trees. I think you got to try to make this. Yeah, she has to try to make this. Real good chance, though, if she gets this too high, this goes OB long. Good pace, though. It's a good try. Yeah. Good try. Wow. After those drives, if you would have told me that she was going to lose a stroke to Kristen, I would have said you're absolutely insane. That's nuts, man. I thought she potentially could gain a stroke. There you go. Nathaniel Williams, bag captain, noun, a disc that is a true utility disc. The bag captain can be thrown on almost any hole. If you were to play a one disc round, it would probably be the disc you bring. Interesting. Got to teach her the scuba this offseason. I probably would have thrown scuba there. Definitely could have. I finally made a scuba. It's been a hot minute since I've made a scuba. Finally made one from like 86 feet, I think, this week. Might have been the only thing that I did good this week was make a scuba. Sadly. It is what it is. You a coffee drinker? I am not. Kelsey loves coffee. I do not. Yeah, she just pulled it straight into the woods. Good putt by Kristen. Grabs a birdie. Makes up for the last hole. And she maintains a 7-shot lead. Dang. All right. Yeah, what is everyone's bag captain? After reading that description of bag captain, what would you consider your bag captain? Hammer says crave. Zone. Where do you get your stimulant from on the course? I don't know. ESP Flex Zone. A beat-in felon. My Bogey Bros Thunderbird? Heck yeah. I love to hear that. Steven says buzz. It's probably an answer for a lot of people. Michael Taylor, Axum Prio, or Get Freaky. I like to see that. I like to see the Get Freaky being used out there. I have a Plasma Volt that I have seasoned for over 2 years. It's my bag captain. Wow. 2 years, man. Holy smokes. I think it's just impressive that you haven't lost a disc after 2 years. Sergi, welcome to Tour Life Crew, man. Glad to have you here, brother. Sir Illusion, what's up, man? FD or Envy, he says. Okay. What do you guys think what would you think the ratio is? Like, what would be the most common for people for their bag captain? Would you say putters, mids, fairways, or drivers? What do you think most people are going to have? Nick says mid. Lots of mids. Did not think that would be the answer. But I could see it, though. I guess people are probably more comfortable. I would say, too, the majority of courses that amateurs are playing are probably courses that, you're throwing mids on a lot of the holes. So I could see that. That makes sense. I think mid is the most common bag captain. There are specialists like Calvin who use a fairway. Okay. Well, I could. Oh, Paige Shoe. All right. Finishing it out. There it is. Not the performance that I'm sure she wanted to have, Last time she was out here, we're going to see it right now. Flashback. Last time she was out here, she won. Man, that's a good putter shot right there. That might have been a mid. Here's the thing. I wonder, too, with this flashback thing, were those the only shots they filmed? Because they showed one tee shot and then they showed a layup and a tap it. Was that the only film they have of her? It's a weird highlight package. Just happy to have Paige Shoe back. Yes. It was live streamed. Tour Life Crew for podcast listeners. It's for anyone, really, honestly. This isn't really technically a podcast, so it's for anyone. Sexton said that most pros bag captain is a beat up 7 to 9 speed. I could see it. Hot take Paige Shoe, best pound for pound player ever. I think Paige Pierce might have an argument there. Yes, Steven, welcome to the Brodie Cast. We are currently on hole 12, a par 5. They are playing from where we played last year as a par 4. Requires a pretty straight shot off the tee. Ideally, you want to be on the left side of the fairway more than the right side of the fairway, and that should be fine. That should be a very easy forehand chip across with another either forehand chip or backhand hyzer, whatever you want, really, as your third shot to a wide open green. Unfortunately, this course doesn't really have that much teeth. And so when you get in a situation like this where there's 7 holes left, I have a hard time seeing Kristen bogeying hole 12. I have a hard time seeing her bogeying 13. 14, if she gets a bad roll away by hitting the trees, she could bogey. 15 would be challenging for her to bogey. I could see her bogey 16. I don't see her bogeying 17. And I could see her bogeying 18. So there's only a handful of holes, 2 to 3 holes I could see her potentially bogeying. You get emotional on 16 when Pierce pulls her aside to hug her. Okay. Big Milk guy. I do like Milk. Should Paul DNF to keep his world's top 2 streak going? I hope not. Are you sticking with the same offseason program this year, or is it more disc golf focused? It'll definitely be more disc golf focused for sure. My back is feeling a lot better than it was towards the end of last season, so I will continue to kind of work on some things I need to work on. Brodie, did you ever see Dickerson melt down on Fox Run 18 years ago? He threw OB 3 to 4 times in a row. I did see that. It was tough to watch. Disc Golf Prince says still can't. Hey, good putt from Evelina there. Still can't join. What is it telling you? You should be able to hit the join button, Disc Golf Prince. Peichu won with +6 total. The course is a little different, of course, but it's cool to see the progression when you have Tatar on -28. Yes, I did not play the course when they played it that many years ago, so it's hard for me to really gauge how much difference the +6 is to the 28 under. I do know the courses are different. I don't know how much more challenging or how much. Okay, Henna, wow, bomb putt. So it's hard for me to say. Have you ever tried throwing ESP Sting? I did. The one I threw was very understable. I would say the DNF from Paul would not be the lame part of it would not be necessarily to keep the streak alive. The lame part of it, because I think if you DNF, the streak is dead, right? Like if you have a streak of playing 10 games in a row and then you're injured and you can't play the next game, the streak doesn't continue because you're injured. So in my opinion, if you DNF, the streak is gone. But the more lame thing would be to keep his world ranking. I think would be the more lame thing by DNFing to protect his world ranking. Because if he DNFs, you don't. If you DNF at a tournament, it doesn't hurt your world ranking at all. So it's going to be impossible for people to pass him. Come to Florida and do our winter swing. I don't hate that idea, JT, sorry. But I think it's really nice of you to help out the FPO viewership. I do everything I can. Dickerson was playing in 2005. My gosh. Was he? Yeah, I don't see a join button. Here we go. Let me do this real quick for you guys. This might actually be easier. I probably should have done this at the beginning, so apologies. But you know how we do the Brodie cast, man. We're seat of our pants. Seat of our pants. Okay, let's do this. All right. If I do this, I think this will make it very easy for everyone to check out what the perks are and see if this is something of interest to you all. That did not do what I wanted to do. Gosh darn it. That's what I wanted. There we go. Okay, and then I can pin this. Boom. Okay. Hopefully that works. That is pinned now, so you guys can join if you want and become a member, just like Jaybird, to the Tour Life crew. Welcome in, Jaybird. All right. What did I miss here in chat? Steven says he is not DNFing. All right. Who you got later today for MPO? I have Isaac Robinson, my friend. Speaking of streaks, thoughts on Avery Jenkins not getting on exemption to play? Yes. So I'm probably going to talk about this more on Tour Life this week. Very strange that they let in 200 plus people into this event, 220 people, something like that, into this event. But a past world champion doesn't have the ability of playing. Very strange. I don't like it. I think if you win this event, you should be in the event for the entirety of your career. If you're going to have 220 people in the event, if you're a world champion, you should be in the event. Okay. If you left Discraft at the end of the contract, which manufacturer would you go to? That is a question I will never answer. Jaybird, I think I've watched every pod, so about time. Hey, man, we appreciate the support over here. Whether you guys want to become a member of the Tour Life crew or not, we appreciate you guys just watching and hanging out. Gets a great kick back into bounds there for Evelina. That could have been nasty. Evelina is sneakily trying to get third at this point. Good shot by Lucky. She's trying to maintain a top 5 position. What do you think of Evan Scott's chances today? I mean, I think he's got chances. I think this course suits his game. I like his chances at Fox more than if it was on Brewster against Isaac. But I think for anyone to win, Isaac needs to play poorly. I think if Isaac plays well, it's over. Nick Cleary, welcome to the Tour Life crew. Let's go. Come on in, hang out, my man. Yeah, not to be mean, but Rando's getting in over Avery is not good. I agree. Very strange. Another short forehand by Kristen there. Makes you think, man, if Missy would have started a little bit better, we might have seen something here because Kristen is not 100% on her game. I mean, she is 6 under through 11, but she hasn't been looking super sharp with these forehand upshots. Imagine Ken decided to come out to try and play and he couldn't get in. Yeah, crazy, right? Disc golf is better, says Onyx is greater in Vulture. That is your opinion, my friend. See, I don't mind this. This is cool. We get to see her reaction. Yeah, she's like, yeah, that wasn't good. Disc Golf Prince, welcome to the Tour Life crew. Heck yeah, man. Let's go. You got a nice little green name. I can see you in the chat really easily now. It was a little bit better. About 20 feet. I got Calvin for the W. He's going to play so aggressive, and his variants of his shanks are less bad than others. He is, I will say this. I'll agree with you this. He is going to play super aggressive. Did you get that trophy pick, Alfred? Let me check. Did you send it? You send it on Discord? All right. Oh, here we go. Is that a duck? What is that? I don't hate it. I don't like the wood. Let me see. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter, says Kristen. All right. I don't like the wood. That's not part of the trophy. They just have the wood there. I don't love that. That looks weird. I don't know why you have pieces of wood to place the trophy on. I'd get rid of that. That looks weird to me. But from this picture, it's tough to see exactly what the trophy is, but it looks way better than last year. So that is good. Good putt there from Missy. All right, let's catch up on chat here. Does disc golf have a ball golf equivalent to the USGA, US Open, where anyone can qualify? No. What? I guess USDGC, but you have to, yeah. So I guess USDGC, but you'd have to get into tournaments to then qualify in. And getting into those tournaments might be difficult. Disc Golf Prince, boom, I'm part of the crew. Yes, you are, my friend. We're glad to have you here. There it is. Glad you figured it out. Welcome to Disc Golf Prince, says the real Slim Shady. Dawn is in. Welcome, Dawn. Good to have you back, brother. Yeah, anyone can pop off, but Isaac playing poorly is even more unlikely. Exactly, Shay. I think anyone can go out there and shoot 12 or 14 under. I think we've seen all different skill levels go out there and shoot really well at Fox. So I don't think it's limited to a specific skill set. I think anyone that is currently in the field can go out and pop off and shoot 10, 12, 14 under. The problem here is Isaac has a 3-shot lead on second place, has a 4-shot lead on everyone else. So you need Isaac to not pop off. You need Isaac to play poorly. If he goes out and shoots 10 under, shoots 9 under, that someone's going to have to, not just someone, 4 guys are going to have to shoot 12 or better to have a chance. Silver tees off in 27 minutes. When will he have to leave? My guess is until the very last second. It seems like he's on this bag for a while. They're actually making their way once they, my guess is after hole 13, because once they get to hole 13, 13's basket and 14's tee pad is right next to hole 1. So you can get through 13 and 14, 14's tee shot, and then he can just walk 2-3 minutes over to his tee time on hole 1. If you come through Florida to play, stop in Pensacola. We have some great courses. Paige is doing a lot for disc golf community here. Love to hear that. You just show Sexton outside the cash, even though he is tied with people in cash. Why? Another very, very silly thing that disc golf does is they allow, I'm okay with allowing ties in, right? So 87 was where the cut was. Everyone inside of 87th place made the cut. However, there was a long list of people that were tied at 87th. So instead of 87 people being in the field to play for money today, there's actually probably like 94, 93, something like that. So there will be 5 or 6 people that do not cash. Silly to me. I think if you make the cut, you should cash, but it is what it is. Just finished up my league round. Was not great, but better than not playing. I love to hear that, Don. Very positive. Brodie, can you talk with someone at DGN about adding a playback feature for live coverage? I have. I don't know why they don't do it. I think there's something on the system that doesn't allow them to do that. Nathaniel says the trophy is good. All right, I'll take your word for it. Is the FPO trophy actually smaller than the MPO? No. That was the GMC trophies, not Worlds. All right, Chris Meadows, welcome to the Tour Life crew. And Beast Mode Jim, welcome to the Tour Life crew. Glad to have you guys on board. Can I pull up last year's trophy? Oh, please, no. I do not want to see that abomination. Battle for 5th place right now. Yes, Henna, Lucky, Silva, all within a couple strokes of one another. Good little battle going on. Still hoping for some drama like we had in 21. It would be nice. I would love, FPO is a blowout. This thing, we've been trying to talk ourselves into this being actually a chance. For a moment there, I had a little bit of a glimmer when she cut the lead to 6, I think it was. But let's be honest, this thing was over. So hopefully MPO, we have some fireworks coming down the stretch. Well, we appreciate it, Chris. Thank you for listening, man. Louis, if you win a Disc Golf Pro Tour event, silver through major, would you believe your career is a success? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I would if it was a silver. I think it would have to be something interesting by Macy there. Where is she? Huh. That was an interesting layup by Macy. She birdies that, and she goes into solo 7th. Not sure the layup there. I would say it'd have to be better than silver. I don't think silver is going to cut it for me. Silva, great putter, man. What a round. My goodness, 11 birdies. 10 birdies. Excuse me, 10 birdies. Playing great today. Who's this? Is that Jennifer? Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer. This silver storyline is phenomenal. And you know where they are at the course. Why isn't the actual coverage talking about this, especially after Caddygate last year? Good question. All right, here we go. Hole 17. Got to hug the left side more than you think. It's a good shot. Let's see the ground reaction. Great roll. Tap in. It's going to be a birdie for Henna. That's going to put her at 9 under and a tie for 5th with Silva. Coming down to 18. Okay. Rewind and pause will be back according to Jeff Spring next year in DGN 2.0. Love to hear that. Okay, just has to make the Mando here, which she does. A par is not going to be. Yeah, that's fine. That's outside birdie look, probably not because of those 3 trees. Par is not bad, though, for her. She can just par out and win this thing. Are you or Foundation doing MPO companionship? Good question, Patrick. Yes. So after this, I will be headed to the course with Jeeves. We'll be watching some She is missed. Yeah, it's over. It is now officially over. I think this is the 4th time I've said that. It is now officially over. But yes, me and Jeeves will be headed to the course here shortly, and we will be watching some MPO. So when I'm done here, stick around because the MPO companion stream will be picked up by Hunter, Trevor, Silas, and Connor. And potentially I might even call in. So definitely tune into that. It's going to be a good stream. But I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me here as we finish up and watch Kristen take it back to back. Chances I could caddy for you next year. The real Slim Shady. The best chances for me or for you to caddy for me would be to join the Brodie Smith collector group on Facebook, because that is where I post about caddies. If I need a caddy, that is where I post. Now, I will say this: if you have caddied for me before, your spot's pretty locked in. I'm a pretty loyal guy, so I will. Your spot is pretty much as locked in as you want it to be. So it would have to be at certain tournaments that I don't already have a caddy, or potentially at a new tournament. That is way too right. That needs to get way left in a hurry. And that is going to be a scary 34-footer there for Evelina. All right. Does she run that putt? What are everyone's thoughts? Do we see Evelina run this putt? I'm going to say no. Just contributed to Ezra's channel for doing dishes, says Ian. There you go.
I'm not doing your guys' dishes.
No, he contributed to your channel.
Oh, what? For me to do dishes?
No, he contributed to your channel for you doing the dishes.
Oh, I'm not doing the dishes.
He's not doing. Okay, so uncontribute that.
Uncontribute.
Uncontribute that.
Contribute to Jeeves and Brodie and they on so they can do the dishes.
She did not run it. Kind of knew that was coming. He's not making a sandwich. He is having beans, hot sauce. He's having beans hot. He's having a bean burrito with hot sauce. FPO lays up a lot. I think we're going to start seeing that change, guys. I think that has been the past. That's what we've seen. That's been very common. But I think we're starting to see with Kristen and Own, Missy. We're seeing it from a lot more now. People running putts. So it's going to be a slow change of where we'll start seeing right now. I would say the average distance that FPO players run putts from might be like 30 feet. I think that will be 35 at some point, then the 40 and continue to continue. Brodie, why is Paige not competing this week? She broke her ankle at the PCS Open. Thanks for the stream. You are welcome, Alan. Thanks for swinging by, man, hanging out. Yeah, Paige for sure. Sayananda is on there as well. This is an auto bogey. You missed the drop zone on a hole 13, auto bogey. Can't make this putt. And I don't hate that. I think you should get punished if you miss the drop zone. This is a hard enough hole to bogey. There's a hard enough hole to birdie that someone that throws a proper tee shot and doesn't miss the Mando should get rewarded with a par. And someone that misses the Mando should get punished with a bogey. Everybody's sleeping on Holland being a top FPO talent. I don't think so. I don't know who's sleeping on her. She's been super close. She has a lot of skill, just hasn't been able to put it together for a full tournament yet. And again, Kristen is a buzzsaw. I don't know where David is, but if you were here earlier, I said Kristen is the greatest FPO player of all time. I don't know if it's actually close. So, like, Holland might have won, like, twice already this year if Kristen wasn't in the field. Team would never have a Mando if the hole was mirrored. Lefty hot take. Hammer says it's not close. KT's the GOAT. What do you think makes Tatar so great? I don't think she has a weakness in her game. She can throw a backhand and forehand. She's a great putter, and she plays very smart. She has no weakness. I think every top FPO player has some form of weakness that really hinders their game. I don't think Kristen has any weakness. Must be a different David. Yeah, Dave, you're safe. You're safe from my wrath. KT plays mediocre at majority of worlds, and she still has a 7-stroke lead. Yeah, it could have. This lead could have been really bad. I would say she isn't necessarily playing at the highest level that she can play to, but that just shows you how big the gap is right now. Her distance, Kristen's distance is enough, though. That's the thing. Her distance comparatively to the FPO field right now is plenty far. Now, if the courses became bigger and more FPO players started throwing farther, then that would have to be something that she would have to address. But as of right now, her distance is not a hindrance. It is not a weakness. It does not cause her that she can still birdie every hole. The majority of every hole, that is not a good shot, and that's going to hit someone's car. Watch out. Free advertising for Lone Star Disc. How much did she get paid for that? Hopefully it was worth it. The wind did look like it was picking up. Did anyone see that? It is dead calm outside, but those banners are flying. Is her distance similar comparatively to Isaac? 100%. That's a good comparison. Yes. It's a comparison. You guys don't have to whisper. This mic's not going to pick you up. Just letting you know. If you talk that loud, it will not. If you're talking about me, then yeah, whisper. Did you see Disc Store has a sign with a running tally of what OB Disc hit? No. Is Calvin pinched? I don't know what that means. Do you think New London will be on tour after Worlds next year? This is a very interesting one. We talked about this a little bit on Tour Life. It doesn't make sense to me to have World Championship tournaments, especially in the United States. I could see if it wasn't in the United States and it was elsewhere. It's hard for me to believe to have a World Championship at a course and then us never go back to that course. I don't mind if we go back to that course every once in a while, but I think the Fort was a great course. I actually loved playing the Fort. I would love – what a shot. What a shot. No roll away. Uh-oh, folks. This can happen on this hole. Okay, that'll be a par. Again, par is fine. But yeah, I think playing a course for the World Championship and then just like never going back to it is a weird one to me. Not saying that just because a tournament has a World Championship hosted there that we should play there every single year, but it does seem crazy that I have no idea when the next time we're going to play the Fort is. We might not ever go back. Heck, they had that fire that happened. I completely forgot about that. There was a lot of crazy things that went down with that Worlds. So I think there was a lot of bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. So I don't know if we'll ever go back there. Flying out to LA this week for work. Any disc golf course recommendations? Guys, let the real Slim Shady know. No, the real Slim Brady, excuse me. Let the real Slim Brady know in the comments where he should play in LA. The Fort is looking rough right now. Oh no, they're not taking care of it? That sucks. We need Philo or someone like him on commentary for FPO. I think more people would tune in. Interesting. Is the last... Oh, you just deleted that. How long do you think it will be before there are enough disc golf legends in the MPA 40 majors for DGN to pick up the coverage? Here's the thing. I think there's so few people watching live disc golf right now that the last thing you should do would be to try to add more stuff. Doesn't make sense. MP40, I don't think people are watching that. Sorry, let me phrase that. I don't think enough people are watching that. Obviously, people would tune in and watch. I don't think the numbers would be enough. The last card will not be live streamed for free. I believe everything will be on Disc Golf Network. Disc Golf Prince says the Ian Philo combo is better than the Terry Doss combo. All right. The Fort was underwater because of the spring thaw? Oh, geez. You guys get a bunch of snow up there? Brodie, please understand that I'm 100% dead serious about this. Do you have connections for getting sponsored? I am better than 90% of this field. Okay. Ooh. Record snowfall for Utah last winter. Dang. Have you played any course in Flagstaff? And yes, for flooded till okay. I don't know if I've played any courses in Flagstaff. Terry's jokes are too bad, and the way he mentions the advertising every other minute is cringe, says Disc Golf Prince. Okay. Do you think the disc golf commentary for live needs to be more serious, or do you like it being kind of more casual and jokey? Because obviously Jomez is definitely more casual. Lots of casuals. Lots of casuals in here. More casual. I feel like they try to make it too serious right now. Okay. European tour commentary was great. The casual was a mute for me. So this is what I think, guys. This is what I think. I don't think it takes that much more effort to create 2 streams. So here's my idea. Here's my idea. Because I think there is a massive split just by the handful of people that are commenting right now. There's a clear massive split in what people are looking for. There are people that want casual and there are people that want professional. If you give them casual, they're going to be upset. If you give them professional, they're going to be upset. So I don't know if there's actually that much more effort that would be needed to create 2 streams with 2 different commentaries. One casual, one more professional. I think we see that with the Manning casts that go on for NFL games. I think we're seeing that Nickelodeon has messed around with that. And so that is straight right. Silva. Oh my, okay. Terrible camera angle because that looked like that was just shanked into the trees. So I would say that would be very interesting to have 2 different streams to where you're watching the same exact coverage. You're able to see the disc golf the same way. You're seeing all the shots, but in one coverage, it's going to be more casual, more jokes, and the other one's going to be more serious. I think that could be a very interesting thing for the Disc Golf Network to look into in the future. The Sexton Terry Doss coverage was by far the worst. They had 0 chemistry. Chemistry matters a lot. That is a big one. I'd say stop with all the nicknames and pizza in the oven talk. Interesting, Chris. Maybe a little too much slang. All right, here we go. Can Holland continue to put her foot on the pedal here? Her forehand just looks off today, folks. That, I don't even know where that ended up. If that's super far left, that's an auto bogey. Absolute auto bogey. Her forehand looks like right now, what she's going through is like she's trying to find her forehand because she's missed right. So there she is overcorrected and just yanked one straight left. Kristen does the same thing, but it has a little more stability. Hits the last tree. That's a par. The PGA posted the trophy. It's in the beginning of the preview video. I'll have to look at that. The slang definitely confuses new players. Yeah. I'm surprised with these ladies going all forehand. I love to see it. 320-foot tunnel shot. It takes a big forehand to go. Now we're going to see the backhand here from Missy. Much, much more difficult backhand shot than forehand. Has to be a super late flipping shot for this to work, or you just play for straight and just try to have maybe a kick at the very end to the right to maybe give yourself a 30-footer. But it's very straight, and then that's the right shot shape. It just was a little bit too far right, but that was the right shot shape. Very difficult to execute. Would like to see Dustin do some silver commentary. He has that professional approach. He definitely does. He has a lot of experience. All right, big shot from Evelina here. Trying to go way down the fairway. Keeps it super low. Never has a chance to go OB. Great shot. I like it anytime Terry says round or mound. It's a drinking game, John says. All right, Silva here. Oh, that would have been an incredible round. Going to finish with a bogey. Only issue about Philo is he's too close to the players and will not criticize. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. All right, here we go. What do we got here? So Missy's pretty much got second locked. I would say Holland doesn't have third locks because this is a difficult up and down from here. She does look like she has this nice little gap, which is very, very fortunate, but does not hit it, and that's going to be a bogey at best. You can see the way she was straddling there to open up the gap. It's really easy to early release it when you straddle like that. One thing I would have loved to see her do was try to get her right leg lower than her left leg, which gets her right hip out of the way to allow to have a normal swing and not allow you to pull it inside. The spin doctor is the best right now. Him saying Paul threw that short and is rightfully beside himself was refreshing. Ian says a lot of dumb things that need to be contradicted, says Stephen. Yeah, I think the issue with Ian and Philo is sometimes I think Ian takes Philo's job and tries to talk about what players are thinking or the actual disc side of things. And he might be saying the wrong stuff. And then Philo has to come in and be like, no, that's not actually right. Holland's in trouble here, folks. She's taking a lot of time here. She might not have a great gap. She does pull out her putter, so it looks like she is just going to try to jump putt this through the gap, which is going to give her a higher chance of getting a disc to circle instead of trying to go with the forehand. This is big here. Oh, no. Okay. So she's going to double this hole. She is going to take a double. That is going to drop her to 12 under, and she has to still go through. Well, it looks like Evelina just threw OB on her second shot. Oh, well, I spoiled it, folks. Oh, too far. Oh, this is great camera work. Love that. All right, and so that's probably going to be most likely a bogey for Evelina there. So that's going to put Evelina at 9, tied with Henna, also at 9. And Holland is going to drop to 12. So Holland will still have a 3-shot lead going into it. So it does look like Holland will secure third place. And it does look like Evelina and Henna will both secure the top 5 positions. Gives it a good run. Gives it good effort, but that will be a double. Very interested in Discraft Underground next year. Any tips? I have no idea, man. No idea how they picked that team. I'm sorry. Brodie, if you were CEO of Disc Golf Pro Tour for next year, would you keep the current DGN subscription model or change or something totally different? See, that is a question that I do not have enough information for. So it'd be hard for me to answer that. I'm sure Jeff Spring will be crunching the numbers and going through it and seeing what he thinks is the best model going forward. Obviously, there's 2 different types of model. There is the subscription model where the viewers have to pay to watch. Or there's the sponsorship model where you get enough viewers to watch that the sponsors pay for the viewers' eyeballs. Those are the 2 big models here. Any answer on it's always a passion. Oh, let me see if they text me back. No text back, sorry. Any pay-per-view viewers in the chat? Or I'm assuming people are watching right now pay-per-view, or you guys are just listening to me talk about it. That'd be kind of awkward. How do I grip my putter? Like that. Can you list your top 3 baskets to play on? No, I'm terrible with baskets. I try not to a lot of people go into tournaments being like, these baskets suck or these. I try not to do that. So I don't really actually know at all. Just listening. Don't have Disc Golf Network. All right, Beastman. I'll do my best to tell you what's going on. Henna's going to lay up here because she doesn't have a reason to run that, really. Because Evelina is going to bogey, so Henna and Evelina will both tie for 4th place. Okay. Gosh, that was a scary layup there by Evelina. I don't know if she was trying to make that, but that's a scary layup with that structure on the bottom. You hit that structure the wrong way, that thing bounces up and rolls OB again. A lot of people are just listening. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Do you prefer a more soft or firm roach for putting? Mine's kind of like medium firmness. I should try to care about baskets less. The only weird ones are Mach X baskets. I think those are the ones that catch the best, actually, from what the pros have talked about. But yes, I don't have a good idea of like the Innova disc catcher or the Chain Star. I don't know what the Prodigy ones are named. I don't know. MVP. I don't know. All right. Hole 16, we have a tunnel shot. They're playing on the left-hand side of the fairway, which makes it to where they can just kind of throw like a hyzer shot. They don't even actually have to throw very straight, nor does it look like they have to throw very far. So it looks like a lot of mids probably off the fairway for the FPO ladies here. The tee pad, if you can land on that tee pad left side of the tee box or left side of the fairway, that is the ideal spot. Let's see where Kristen's disc ends up. That's got to get left. It gets a bad skip right, an OB. Okay. Looked like she went fairway with a little too much speed there. I don't like fairway play on this hole. I think they're far enough up that you can just go with a mid and then a fairway for your second shot is probably how I would dissect this hole from their tee pad. But this is a really weird par 4. I love how it's designed. Wow. Gotta clear my throat. I love how this hole is designed. I just wish the landing zone was better because the landing zone is like 6 feet. There's like a 6 feet spot that's good. Other than that, you're going to be on roots, which makes the run up really tricky, or you're on like the side of a hill. So being in the fairway on this hole doesn't mean you're actually going to have a good shot. I don't love that about this hole. It would take a lot of work to fix that, I know. Right there is perfect, just in front of the tee pad. That is perfect. She's going to have another backhand hyzer into the green. Everyone else is going to be boned. This Page O Missio World title. Oh, boy. Hot take. Jeeves is greater than Ezra.
I'm making pancakes.
We got some Jeeves fans in the chat here. Just got back from mowing. Tatar is still leading by 5. No, Tatar is leading by 8. Thoughts on putting something like sand or looser soil in the landing zone so if you actually hit it, it will probably stick. No, there's some mulch up there. There's some wood chips / mulch that actually slows it down a little bit. To me, it's just more the unevenness of the roots. I don't think having a hole where you land a disc in the fairway and one person has a fine run up and one person has a big root behind their disc that are going to cause issues. To me, that's just, again, a flukiness thing. We're probably not going to ever get rid of that until there's more money in disc golf. So it's just part of the game right now. It's a part of the game I don't like because some people get boned, but it is a part of the game. All right, is she going for this? This is going to be like a 370. She's not going for this. This is 375 feet away. She's not going for this. She needs to lay up here. She should throw a forehand through the gap and land it in the right-hand side and then pitch up. Going for this is a mistake. She is currently in 7th place. However, if she drops a couple strokes, she will be out of the top 10. Going for this is a mistake. This should be a forehand through the gap to the right and then a nice pitch. Yeah. to me, there was never a chance that was ever going to get to the basket. And throwing a backhand there risks so much more. It just risks so much more trouble hitting the OB or throwing left. I think this is what Missy is thinking. I think Missy is like, well, she doesn't have a forehand. Well, I don't know what she's thinking now. Brodie, why do you think we haven't seen big sponsorships from Gatorade or Nike in disc golf yet? I don't think it has the eyeballs. She is going forehand here, though. Okay. I love to see this, Missy. She has been working on her forehand a lot. Now, this is her first forehand of the day, and it's a good one. Great shot. Very nice. They sponsor smaller sports. Okay, give me a list of smaller sports here. What's a smaller sport that they sponsor than disc golf? What do you think about making people play from where their disc first hits the ground to prevent the rollaway flukiness? Hate that. Missy may as well just go crazy at this point. She has nothing to lose. She certainly has nothing to lose. She has a 9-shot lead over Holland. So she's got second place locked in. Just a backhand hyzer here from Holland. Gives it good width. And it is perfect. Great shot. What's your favorite bread of cheese to nibble on after a long day? I don't know. Provolone? It's a weird question. What did he say? Rowing? Rowing? You think rowing is a smaller sport than disc golf? There's so much more money in rowing. Like rowing crews there's so many rowing crews. I don't even know if rowing is a smaller sport. It'd be tough for me to think that rowing is a smaller sport, and also just it has so much more money in it. Yeah, I think rowing is massive. Yeah, they have college programs. They're in the Olympics. Yeah, I think we're kidding ourselves if we think disc golf is larger than rowing. Same with pickleball. I think pickleball is bigger than rowing. Can anyone see how many people are watching right now? Do they have that still on the Disc Golf Network to where you can see how many people are watching? Do they still have that ability of doing? Can someone write in the chat how many people are watching right now? Or do they take that out? Handball is also massive. Yes. They don't have that anymore? Okay. Yeah, I mean, disc golf gets like 7,000, 8,000 live viewers, I want to say, for tournaments that I've seen. I'm sure Worlds will probably be more than that. But on YouTube, I'm seeing 8,000 to 7,000, and then maybe you get like another 5 to 7 on DGN. So yeah, we have 419 in here watching this right now. I would say spike ball is probably bigger than disc golf too. You're probably right. Mm-hmm. What was Brian saying? Good shot, Missy. What do I think of the Colorado win over TCU? I think that turned a lot of heads. I think it put wow, I'm blanking on his name. What was his name?
Deion Sanders?
No, I know Deion Sanders, the wide receiver.
For
Colorado.
oh gosh.
It's all right. The chat will let me know. Jeeves, you let me down. Travis Hunter. Wow. Jeeves, could have been someone. Yeah, I think it put Travis Hunter on the map. I think people were not only surprised with how quickly Dion could turn a program around, but also by how great his players were that he brought in. And it's something that I think will make college football more interesting in the future, honestly. Isaac shoots -9 and wins today. Okay. I would put my money on Isaac. If you're gonna put your money on anyone, I'd put it on Isaac. Do I have a referral code for the PDGA membership? I do not. Yesterday had about 4,000 on DGN. How were you able to see the number yesterday and not today? Five FPO players currently in top 10. Huge surprise. I don't know what that means. Are you saying European? You're saying European players? Because you have Kristen, Evelina, Hannah, Silva, Lucky, all in the top 10. They only show MPO numbers. Interesting. Wow. That's weird. Come on, Brodie. Talk to me, brother. I want to know about your round a little bit and what happened. I just played really poorly on Brewster. I never actually had at Fox. I had a good front nine the first round out at Fox. I had a good back nine the first day at Fox, and then I had a good front nine my second round at Fox. But the other nines, not good. And then Brewster, I just didn't play well at all. Missed a lot of gaps off the tee. I think I might have only made one circle 2 putt this week. Let me look that up real quick. Let me see if that's an accurate stat for me. But I want to say I missed one. I made one circle 2 putt. Let's see here. Circle 2 putting. I was almost dead last. Almost dead last in circle 2 putting, and I was 82% in circle 1 putting. Yeah, my putting was bad. And when you're not throwing the disc well and your putting's bad, tough to score out there. Goosebumps. Me and Jeeves will be out there today watching disc golf, and the foundation crew will be on. Good shot, Holland. The foundation crew will be on for MPO coverage after this. So stick around for MPO because foundation will keep it rolling, boys. I won't be on. I might call in. I'm going to text him. I'm going to text to see if that's a possibility. Let me see here. Can I call into the stream today? I'll be on the grounds.
Right up, Brodie.
Okay, so Lucky is battling here for a top 10. She's got one stroke to play with. She can bogey one hole coming in. She can't bogey both. And she will finish with a top 10, which I think she'll be happy with. I think she will be happy with that. Yes. So you, Disc Golf Prince, you are, even though it's the Tour Life crew, okay, even though you're part of the Tour Life crew, and the reason why we made it the Tour Life crew is because that is the podcast that goes live. All the other podcasts on the Foundation Podcast channel, which is the channel you're on right now. So again, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, click the subscribe button down below, and drop a like on this video if you're enjoying it. Let me just watch this shot real quick from Kristen. Looks really good. Short, safe. That'll be a par. So you guys are members of the Foundation Podcast channel. So this channel encompasses all of our podcasts that we have. So when the guys go live for MPO, you will still be under the umbrella here. So you're good. The reason why we made it Tour Life crew again is this is kind of my baby. I'm going to be taking over this offseason and adding a lot of benefits and stuff to our members here. So if you're interested in that, become a member. You can click the link at the top. So the Tour Life crew will be kind of my little baby. It'll be my hangout spot for you guys this off season, especially, and hopefully have a lot of cool content and exclusive content for you guys as well. So that's kind of the breakdown of that. Any cool perks for the Tour Life subscription besides your voice? You may be explaining this now. Yes, Chris, I kind of just explained all that right now. Crowds are better than I thought they would be. We are up in the middle of the mountains. We are really not close to anything. No major cities near here. So was not really sure what to be expected with the crowds, but pleasantly surprised with how many people showed up. What's better, drone shot? What's better, drone shot or when they cut to catch cam? Gosh, can I say neither? Both terrible. Okay, Missy was trying to make that, and I respect it. AB has the best jersey game on tour. Tell me I'm wrong. Does the average pro pickleballer actually make $100K a year? Probably not. I feel like my tick emblem will be red soon for 6 months. You're getting close, Pee-wee. That's for sure. You've been around the longest. Disc flying different at the elevation? I haven't really noticed. I didn't really notice. I don't think there's that much. I think you have to start getting really high up for it to be noticeable. Would you ever book a theater or stage for Tour Life podcast tour around the U.S.? I think we have talked about doing an in-person, like a live Tour Life at some point. That's something that we're going to be talking this offseason about because I think that would be fun. Definitely not a tour of it, but there could be a possibility of doing something like that in the future. That would be a fun one. We're building up an awesome group of listeners over there. So we definitely have enjoying it, and we're continuing to try to make it the best podcast we can. Silas Fears live at a venue. He's done it plenty of times. I think he'll be all right. We'll make it work if we can figure it out. All right, Holland. Good job. Going to solidify a third place finish. Missy Gannon's going to solidify her second place finish. Not really too much has changed. Holland did jump. She did jump lucky. Yes, she did jump lucky. So she moved up one spot. And Lucky now just needs the bogey. Lucky bogeys hole 18, and she gets a top 10 finish. With Allie Smith, Valerie Mandajano, Macy Valadiez, Silva Saarinen, Henna Blomroos, Evelina Solonen, and Holland Hanley, Missy Gannon, Kristen Tsar, top 10. Any benefit/perks for podcast listeners? You're talking about, Louis, you're talking about if the only thing that you want to consume is podcasts, are you saying what perks do podcast listeners get? Is that your question for the Tour Life crew? Favorite sport outside of disc golf would probably be like ultimate frisbee or golf. Is Yuli sick? He looked like death on the last Jomis production I saw. He hasn't said anything to me. I'll let you know if he says anything when I see him today. Kristen got $500K for 4 years, so $125K a year. Tour Life Pod is legit, has improved greatly. We appreciate that. Thanks, man. What was the disc that performed best for you this week? Probably my Passion. It looks like the wind is starting to pick up. Could get some interesting results here. Brodie, how disappointing was the Florida-Utah game? Disc Golf Prince, very disappointing. It was very sad. I don't know why we believed a quarterback that failed in the Big Ten would come to the SEC and have better results, but we did, and we were wrong. Who would you like to have in the booth for commentary? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I primarily listen to the podcast and not free to tune into live casts. Okay, Louis. So for you, if you're not watching anything live, what I would say for you is the benefits of becoming the Tour Life crew is you're going to have say, oh no, Lucky. There goes her top 10. There goes her top 10. Gone. She just needed to throw it in bounds and she had a top 10. Gosh dang it. That sucks. That sucks real bad. Threw it so far right. The wind's starting to pick up. It looks like it's a right to left too. So she probably thought it was going to move her disc a lot more left like it is to Kristen. That needs a soft skip. And yep. So it looks like there's a strong right to left wind on 18. And this could bode for some interestingness down the stretch if it gets close for MPO. Make a note of this. If it continues to be this windy, this is the worst wind on 18. Right to left is the worst wind. And hers gets lifted, and that's OB as well. Didn't learn anything from Kristen's shot. Got a crazy reaction there. My gosh, must have hit some sort of crabgrass because that was 1,000% going OB. Okay, so back to, hey, I don't tune into the Tour Life crew or lives. Why would I be a member of the Tour Life crew? I'm going to do my best to not only listen to you guys about things you might want to see different or content that you might see, but there will be exclusive live streams where it'll just be me and the Tour Life crew hanging out. There will be potentially exclusive videos as well coming out on this podcast channel. So there will be content outside of just the podcast that are for the Tour Life crew members. And it is something that this off season you will see kind of get picked up. So if you are interested at all, click the link at the top. I've got it pinned for you right there. I think some exclusive giveaways as well. I think there will be some giveaways thrown in there. Also, if enough people join, can you bring the crackle? Yes, I will. I'll bring back the crackle. All right, big shot here. So this is not a big shot. This shot doesn't matter at all. This is the least important shot of her entire life. Kind of unfortunate for her, but she could literally take a quad. No, she go 5 over par on this hole and still get. She'll get 10th. What am I talking about? She will get 10th. Okay. Well done, Lucky. All right. I'm looking at the leaderboard now. She needed to bogey to stay tied for 7th. She would have stayed tied for 7th. She would have bogeyed, but now she will drop behind Macy, Valerie, and Allie and maintain 10th. So she'll stay her top 10. Okay. KT's discs are arranged beautifully. Yes, she does have a very nice bag. I enjoy watching your content. You are outgoing in your videos, but in tournaments, you look like you're mad at the world. You might just be watching me. I would say if you've watched me this season, that might be the case because I've been playing very poorly this season, unfortunately. Very poorly this season. It's been sad. There's some nice free promo for those companies. Not sure why we're zooming in on that. 1st to 4th place has a split of 19. My goodness, yeah, it's drastic. You think Kyle Klein will shoot the hot round today and win, do you, Rasmus? Okay. We shall see. We shall see very shortly. Let's see actually what is let's see if anyone's popping off right now. Eric Oakley is 9 under through 17. Jared Stoll is 9 under through 17. Kyle Morty is 7 under through 10. Connor O'Reilly's 4 under through 6. Yeah, this course is just shreddable, man. This is such a shreddable course. Such a shreddable course. Mr. Shreds. Okay. Okay. Take it easy, Pee-wee. Step 1, throw the passion. Always. All right. Yep. Smart play, overstable forehand into a right to left wind, and she gets boned. Oh, she does not. Continues to be a green flag. All right. What's the rest of the season look like for you? All right. I am headed home for a week. I have a week off. Then I'll be flying back into Boston to play the MVP Open. And then I have a week off. And then I will be up in Lynchburg for the Heiser Club Championships. And then followed by that was a super early green flag, Michael. Very early green flag. Heiser Club Championships followed by USDGC. And then my season will be officially over at that point. Unfortunately, I was not able to make the Tour Championship this year. It was definitely a goal of mine. I just did not play well. So I rightfully do not deserve a spot. Thank you, Brodie. No Creators Cup this year. There won't be a Creators Cup, but we are doing the Heiser Club Championship. And if you are a member of the Heiser Club, you will know what that is. And if you're not a member of the Heiser Club, you will not know what that is. Tour Championship, same spot. It's at Nevins. Any chance there will be another? Someone did ask me this, Nick, about it's always a passion. I have not. I texted the people that would know. I have not got back. I've not gotten back from them. I've not heard back from them. Can you come and try and beat Jeeves at SD States this month? Yes, for you, I will beat Jeeves at SD States. User 001. Someone apparently just created an account to troll you. Remember, even when you're playing bad, you still bring joy to us that follow you. It was awesome following at Idlewild and talking to your aunt and uncle. Beast mode, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I will say, coming on, I was pretty down in the dumps yesterday after my round. I was very sad, very upset. And I will say, coming on here and hanging out with you guys has lightened my mood. So I appreciate all you guys for that. This is just a formality at this point, even though that would have been nuts if she was trying to make that. Ezra's in the Tour Championship. Yeah, he's locked in. He was pretty much locked in halfway through the season. He played really, really well. Will you and Ezra be doing your top courses again this year? Michael, I don't know about that. Crowd size not too bad. Okay, Lucky. Okay, what a putt. Wow. Great putt. Showing some emotion. I love to see that. No, it did not. No, it did not keep her inside the top 10. She would have stayed in the top 10 had she missed it, but it was an incredible putt. Oh, no, Missy. That did probably win her a couple $100, though. That was probably like a $300 or $400 putt. Because instead of being solo 10th, she's now tied for 7th. So. Yeah, Holland is showing right now that if you put in a lot of work in your game and you have the talent, you can be pretty lucrative in the FPO division right now. Because right now the FPO, like if you look at it, guys, the FPO is wide open, right? It's Kristen Tatar and maybe like a couple people underneath Kristen, and then it's literally everyone else. So I think that is going to hopefully bode well for the FPO division and lead. I love Kristen. She's like, I do not care what I shoot. I'm just laying this up so I can tap in and I can do my 2 fists overhead celebration like normal. We've seen that many a times. Kristen Tatar, back-to-back world champion, man. I think that's something we're going to be saying for a while. I honestly think that's something we'll be saying for a while. Yes, I predicted Isaac Robinson to win today. Great win, man, by Kristen. Did not have her best stuff this week, but it didn't matter. She was able to make it count, throw the shots. That is a question. I'll say greatest ever to do it. Kristen Tatar. Greatest to ever do it. Now, she doesn't have the accolades as others do, but to me, I don't care about that. If I'm looking purely on skill level, she is the best FPO disc golfer we have ever seen. I don't think it's close. Do we get an interview here, or what's going on here? How are they doing this here? Yeah, Kristen for the Grand Slam. Now, the course they play for that, the course they play for the last major is definitely if it's the same kind of style, I don't know where they're playing it. I don't know if they play the same course or whatnot. But if it's the same kind of style, I will say it does add in a lot more players because the distance is so much shorter. So a lot more players are kind of in the mix. But yeah, I mean, she's gonna be the favorite for a very long time. At every single tournament she plays, she will be the odds-out favorite by a lot until someone else says otherwise. Thoughts on how immediately after the round? See, I wish they hadn't presented the trophy the way they did. I wish they did this. And I wish they did this why they were doing scores. And then I wish they presented the trophy and did the interview. It looks like they're waiting to do the interview, so I like that. But I don't think you present the trophy right away. I think you let the crowd just freaking go nuts. And then as she's walking from where she is to the scorer's tent, which is a good like 300 feet walking, like she's walking through the crowd and they're all cheering and going nuts. I love that. Getting a shot of her walking through the crowd with everyone cheering, giving high fives. I love that. You don't even necessarily need to even say anything. Like, look at that right there. See that line of where people are separated? Players walk right through that. That would have been a great shot to have her walk through that and everyone cheering. And then once she walks through that, then cut to the package of her. But, now we're going to the interview. Kristen's doing an interview right now. Saying her putting wasn't as strong as usual. Basically, saying she didn't play that well, but still won by like 10. Has been sleeping well. I like the trophy. Especially with the light hitting it. That looks sick. Wait, is it colored or is that the light refracting off of it? I can't tell. That might be colored. That might be sick. She's excited. She pulled it off this week. She's thanking everyone for watching. Feels all the good energy, and she loves everyone. All right. We'll see you out there next week. Is she playing next week? She's playing a silver event next week? No. Is she? All right. Wow. Thoughts and prayers to the 2022 World Trophy that needs to sit next to that one. I think that 2022 World Trophy is not anywhere near her trophy case. I'll tell you that. No chance that thing is near a trophy case. That one, though, is a cool trophy. All right. Any final questions, thoughts before we wrap this one up? And we'll leave it to the foundation guys to knock out the rest. Thanks for doing this, bro. Hey, Michael, my pleasure, man. It was fun. How does MPO play out? Isaac takes it down. Calvin second. AB third. Way more fun than the DGN commentators. Thanks, Brodie. Hey, Mr. Rivers, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for doing this. It was very fun to watch. Nathaniel, of course, man. Again, thanks for the support, becoming a Tour Life crew member. Love it. What's your number one disc to get freaky? Do you think Paul can get top 3? He could if he played out of his mind and everyone else played bad. It's really hard to get strokes on this course. You have to have the people in front of you play poorly. They can't play okay. They have to play poorly. See you at USC. All right, Trevor, take it easy, man. Appreciate you coming in here and modding too. Appreciate that. Chances for a Calvin ace today? If he's going to ace, it'd be hole 2. Hole 2 would be the hole that he aces. Keep slinging them discs. Going to get out and sneak around him before coverage. All right. Enjoy it, Mega. Enjoy the weather. Thanks, Brodie. Did they say Gannon had the highest rated second place ever? If so, then Kristen's win is much more. I don't care about ratings. How's the wind out there? Calm all day? It's super calm here, but the hole 18, it looked like the wind was picking up a little bit. So we'll see. It looked like the wind was for sure affecting their tee shots. So if the wind continues to pick up, and where I am right now, I'm a little bit down the mountain. So it tends to be a little bit calmer here than up the mountain. So we'll see. We'll get out there soon enough. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter because I'll probably be live tweeting a little bit throughout the day of what I see out there on the grounds. All right. That's going to do it. Make sure you guys tune back in for live coverage for MPO Hunter, Trevor, Silas, Connor, they'll be on here bringing you guys all the action. And they tend to have a lot of stuff planned where mine's more just kind of me talking. So it's going to be much more of a show for you guys. So if you're interested in that, make sure you tune back in here right now on the Foundation Podcast channel when the MPO coverage goes live. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate that. Make sure you like this video if you haven't yet. Quick like helps out a lot, pushes the video out to the algorithm. We appreciate it. And if you are interested, become a Tour Life member. We saw a bunch of people today join, and we appreciate all the Tour Life crew that are here. Just click the link that is posted either in the show notes down below or at the top of your chat. Check out all the perks that you get. And if that's something that interests you, we greatly appreciate it here at Foundation. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in, for watching the show today. And heck, let's have a good tournament, man. I know Kristen kind of pulled it off, and it was kind of a blowout there late in the day. But hopefully we can see a little bit more drama come down on the MPO side. And we'll see who ends up taking home potentially their first ever World Championship. So until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a lovely day.